should spend the night. I'll pay you in attention for some peace of mind. Your perfect imperfections got me mesmerized, and I can see forever in your hazel eyes. Just say you're mine. I love you the best. I love you the best. I love you. I'm so in love with all your flaws. You're a work of art. I knew it from the very start. You could play my heart. It's like the strings on my guitar. You're my favorite song. And even when you fall apart, you're a work of art. A work of art. And we could have it all. Can't keep it casual.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but hey, don't get squeezed in between the chair and the table. But to everyone who is out there, what's up, guys? Welcome back into the stream. I'm rocking my kimono that I got from Temu today. I'm quite excited. And the ND lens glasses. I would show you my pants too, but I feel like that'd be a bit too much. But we're not going to go into that at any particular point in time. I'm also excited because we are also reaching new grounds, breaking new grounds. Because yes bro, hoe hang dinge vanaand? Nee, I don't know why that is being blocked, Zenon, but Zenon, I'm good and you. Welcome into the stream. What do you think of the get-up, my dude? Perhaps maybe I'll just quickly chat. Let me just quickly stand up. You see it here, like, Let me move that out the way. What do you guys think? Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, yes. Yeah, we are trying new things today. Baba. But ja, Lani ek sê, jy weet, Lani, jy weet mos, ons het alles hierso vanaand hoor. But anyway, let me take these off because I can't see with them at night. But chat, these are my new funky sunglasses that I'll wear when I am out and about. Veral in die hitte. Dude, this is the thing. This is not hot. This is like super, super thin material, right? It's like with my pants as well. The pants that I got off Temu today, they were super, super thin as well. But like this is made to actually keep you cool. Like it is so freaking nice. I absolutely adore this getup. But yeah, how you doing, Zenon? Welcome into the stream, homie. I hope I get to chat with you a little later. In Discord, maybe if you're up for it. But yeah, we're going to be opening up tonight's chat to Discord just so that everybody is aware of why I say that. And also, chat, we are doing something a little bit interesting and something that I'm actually quite excited about. And I will show you guys this shortly. I just need to pop out the Twitch chat as well because we are on 2 platforms tonight as we start experimenting with increasing our reach. Thanks to some awesome applications and some awesome setups and everything, we are pushing to kick.com as well, but Twitch will always be our main bay. We love Twitch, but we are reaching out to other platforms. So those of you who are on the green side, welcome into the stream, and if you guys want to join the chat, we are over at Twitch, just so that you know. But I do have the Kick chat open so I can read you guys as well. But anyway, welcome into the stream today, guys. It's a bit different. We're not doing the news really today. There's not really much to report on, much that I want to talk about in terms of that, except 1 or 2 things which we are going to highlight briefly, mainly because it has been busy trying to catch up everything. It has been busy trying to do certain items, certain things, but that's okay. Welkom by Taco. Hoe bedoel ons jou vandag? Nee, hier is Absa Bank. Waarvan praat jy? Ons gee geldjies weg vanaand. But anyway, no, so we're not going to be really going too much into the news today. Not much to report. However, we do have a couple of things that I just do want to highlight and do want to bring to our attention. One of them being, obviously, this might be a bit boring for some people as I'm being blinded by the amazing light. Oh my goodness. With the React hack being the biggest hack, or one of the biggest hacks, top 3 of vulnerabilities in attack volume. So basically, for anyone who doesn't know, on the week of Rage, I got asked this question. I was like, yo, listen, you're catching me at the wrong time. I'll investigate this a little bit later, which I did. And it just turned out that a super massive vulnerability within the cyberspace took place. Why is the microphone struggling tonight? Oh, that's also news, chat. We also have news on the microphone. That's true. It's new stuff. But anyway, so massive vulnerability where you could basically do remote things through React. Like, I read up a little bit about it, not too much to actually have a proper conversation about it, because I feel like tonight's conversation is going to be hitting quite hard. As you can see by the title of Killing with Kindness, we're going to be talking about that tonight. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it, but I want to talk about it because of stuff that happened at Rage. So anyway, with that being said, we did have this kind of attack take place. We don't know exactly the extent of the damage. We know it was very bad, though. From what I remember reading about it briefly, it is very bad. Luckily, it has been patched to my knowledge. And guys, if you are running React, make sure that you're on the latest version to avoid that vulnerability. Right, now, to expand the horizons, we are reaching out now to Kick, YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, and Instagram. But as time goes on, we are going to progressively be implementing the new streaming platforms slowly but surely, and we're going to be expanding our reach even further. Why? Because we can and we want to. We want to get the news out there to everyone. Oh, I love this kimono, guys. Oh, I love it. Like it when the bite marks down through the skin. Love it. But anyway, so that's the one thing, right? So we're going to be expanding our reaches. And we're going to also then doing mobile streaming a lot more. IRL streaming has leveled up, guys. Why? Because we have found out a few things, spoken to the big tech overlords who know a lot more than I do, and found out a couple of things. So we have a new SIM card on the way to us, which will then be paired to 4 other SIM cards. That's all I'm going to say. So we are making progress into going into the IRL space a lot more, and it's going to become more frequent on the channel, which I'm super excited for. Okay, in terms of movies, music, and series, not much to report on except Avatar is coming out real soon. So for anybody who's an Avatar fan, I am not one specifically. It's going to be good, apparently. So yeah, then in terms of the microphone chat, we did a thing. I'm not even joking when I say this. $100 to the first person who I can identify this microphone in Twitch chat. The first person, I'll send you $100 Steam voucher right now. I'm not even joking when I say this. 100 Rand Steam voucher to whoever can identify this microphone first. And before anybody says the brand, it is not what you think. And that's the beauty of this. So anyway, while we wait for somebody to try and identify this, okay, I'll give anybody a clue. It is probably one of the most popular microphones on the market. Not this one specifically though, but it is one of the most popular microphones on the market. So to anybody, we'll run this for the next little segment. But essentially, this specific microphone has been renowned for apparently being let's quickly change this to something a bit more a bit more, I don't know what to change music to nowadays. Take this opportunity to study the mic, guys. Maybe you might just know it. You might just know it, and you might get a 100 Rand Steam voucher. No jokes. It would, and I will do it right on stream right now. Send you the Steam voucher. For no other reason except I think it's funny and it's going to be good. Hey Quilleen, how's it going? Xenon? No, it is not Razer. It is not Razer. Oh, you know what? We're just going to leave it at Tom's Diner. Hey Quilleen, how's it going? Try and identify this mic. Win yourself a 100 Rand Steam voucher. No, it is not Razer. I can tell you it is supposedly professional studio quality. Professional studio quality. I'm going to put it off to the side for a little bit. SM7B, JMuZA coming in, and Jay, I'm so glad you said just that. I am so glad you said just that, because there's a 100 Rand Steam voucher coming your way. Congratulations, Mr. Moo. But guys, this is not what you think it is. For anybody who knows mics, will immediately identify Jay Moo to say, it's the Shure SM7B. It is not. This is supposedly the Temu version of the SM7B. So, with that being said, Chat, why did we procure a Timo SM7B? Why did we do that? We built our own one essentially from an SM58. Jay, let's quickly sort you out. I've never done this before, so we're gonna have to see how this goes. But anyway, so with that being said, how's it, brother? How's it, Jay? How you doing? Hey, Quilleen. How you doing, Quilleen? I'm good, thanks. We're just quickly going to send Jay Moo his prize because he's due it. He got it. Being chilling and you being chilling, dude. Just finished work about 15-20 minutes ago. So feeling a bit tired, but that's okay. That's what we're here for, isn't it? That's what we're here for. So anyway, chat, why did we get ourselves a SM7B from Temu? Why would we do that? Like, honestly, everybody's like, wow, why would you even do that? You know? Also, chat, does anybody, what the hell? I need to remember how to do this. I did this once before for somebody and I can't remember how to answer the mic question, but it took too long to answer low, but it's all good. Sorry, Quilleen. Quickest to the buzzer is Mr. Moo. But Moo, I'm glad you didn't say sure, because I would have said you're wrong. Because it's not sure. It's not a sure. It's just a normal SM7B. Like, they just call it the SM7B. Let's see here. Do we do it through here? I'm gonna have to Google how to do this. Lol. And see the branding. That's why Keck. No. But you're right. There is no branding. It is not a sure. You are right. It is not a sure. It is not a sure SM7B. You are right. No, you got it right. 100% right. But I want to explain the reason why we are looking at this specifically. Sure, Tom's Diner is actually a Buffin song. There we go. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. That's what I was looking for. We are looking for gift cards. If that's how we do it. There we go, 100%. Jay, you got a 100 Rand Steam gift card coming your way, sir. Very well done to you. Very, very. Oh, well, I see it's 60 and 120, so we're just going to do 120. We're going to send it to you right now, Jay. Congratulations on getting the correct answer. But now we're going to explain why we are doing this as well. Like, Jay Moo, lekker guess. And then I'll just put a mwah in there because I can. And then coin noi. All right, cool. There we go. And let's quickly sort that out. They want me to give away my life information here by the looks of it. My goodness, just want it. No, we're not going to listen to this Depro music. Hi, Bo. What is this music? Oh, I don't want to listen to this. There we go. That's much better. All right, sweet. No problem, Jay. No problem. There you go. You can go check it out in your Steam library, bro. Enjoy. You deserve it. Okay, so back to it. Why are we looking at the generic SM7B? Because everybody knows the Shure SM7B and everybody knows it costs 15 grand. 14, maybe 13 if you can find a good special. But the reason is because supposedly a company has managed to actually make this sound basically close, if not the same as the SM7B. So we're going to be miking this up a bit later, not tonight, but probably for Friday's stream. We're going to check out, Friday's stream is cancelled, which means it has to be on another night. So that's because I'm going out. Oh, damn it. I forgot about that. Okay. We're going to have to make a plan. Maybe tomorrow, public holiday or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so the reason we bought this is because it's supposedly supposed to be of the high quality, if not the same quality as as the Shure SM7B itself. And chat, I can tell you right now, this is heavy. This is a heavy microphone. I haven't taken it apart yet. I don't want to yet. I want to first listen to it and see how it goes. It's even got the switches on the back of the microphone that we all know the Shure SM7B has. And yeah, we're going to check it out and see what's good, basically. Because the thing is, for me, if we can debunk the theory of the SM7Bs going around, especially on Temu, chat, why are we spending 16,000 rand on microphones that you can get the same capsule for 1,300 bucks? I'm just saying. So that is one of our latest adventures right now that we have done for ourselves. And everybody knows that I use a custom Shure SM7B, which is in front of me here, 3D printed with a SM58 capsule inside, because the SM58 and the Shure SM7B share the same family, and it's a 99% similarity. But with that being said, I actually want to get into tonight's conversation. A connection error from Touch Portal. That is not good. That is really not good. Why are we having a connection error with Touch Portal? I will be very sad if that is the case, because then we're going to have to manually work tonight. Okay, that's fine. Cool. But let's get into this. Why is the title tonight Kill Them With Kindness? Why is tonight's title Kill Them With Kindness? Koinonia, Qin, what is going on? So I'm going to tell you guys a little something. And we're going to quickly switch over to the lo-fi. And I am opening up the Discord for anybody who wants to come and share their 2 cents in this conversation, okay? Please feel free to do so while we quickly get the lo-fi beats for us going here. All right, so for anybody who is not in the Discord, there you go. You can check all the links there. I'm just going to send it over to Team Green as well for anybody who might want to check it out. There we go. All right, sweet. You know what? Touch Portal, you seem like you're having a issue over there. So, chat, I went to Rage. Everybody knows I went to Rage. Everybody knows I streamed at Rage. Everybody knows that it was, oh, there we go, we're back. A good time at Rage. Okay? It was good stuff. We enjoyed it. It was a fun time. Everybody was enjoying themselves. And I actually, first things first, got hate. I actually got hate. And I was like, wow. Apparently I'm so significant, or I'm significant enough that somebody will outright come and try and attack me. And the comment was interesting, which I can agree to the comment though. I genuinely can agree to the comment. Like I am not going to deny the comment in any way. But he said to me, look at this, it's the streamer who never streams, is the way the conversation started. And I could see there was ill intent in what he was trying to say. And granted, I understand where he's coming from. I did take a very long sabbatical when I got butthurt in April. It's the truth. It is absolutely the truth. I did get butthurt. And I did act like a little boy because I was like, oh no, woe is me, this, that, where I realized like, actually I just should have said whatever and just carry on with life, because ain't nobody care. Nobody gonna care. Nobody cares. Why should I care? It's just somebody who has a little bit of hate. But then I remembered something, and I did this in practice, and it was killing them with kindness. It's something the scripture teaches us, but it's also something that I believe in. I've seen it work. And I was just kind to him. Is the first thing I did. I was like, oh, no, how's it going? Da, 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 da. I did not once return the anger. Not once did I return the hate. I felt offended. Don't get me wrong. I took offense, which was wrong for me to take anyway in the first place. It was you're not supposed to be taking offense to stuff like this, but I did. So it was in like, all right, Qin, why are you taking offense to this? Chill. Hello, hey Diablo, what's going on, man? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome into the day chatter the day chatter, which is literally just us discussing a couple things, man. But yeah, so it happened that the guy was like, trying to maybe get a rile out of me or something. I don't know, because he says it's a streamer who never streams, and it's probably because he also saw me with an exhibitor badge and a content creator badge. He was like, why do you have this? I think maybe in his head he was not processing what's going on. So I'm quite glad that I just, like, whatever, dude, it is what it is. You can say what you want, you can be upset at what you said as well. Like, I genuinely, it is what it is, it is what it is. Then I met somebody else at Rage that I haven't met in person before, right? Haven't met them in person before. And it just so happened that I don't think this person likes me that much either. And I could feel it in the conversation. But I just continue to be kind. I don't want to name names because this guy, I've seen him around quite a lot. And he is on Twitch as well. I don't want to name names, but it was like, hello, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, you don't like talk this way to me, it's difficult to do that. You're like, why are you trying to be mean to me? I haven't even been mean to you at the end of the day. What's going on here, right? And that was all my brain was processing, but at the end of the day, it was a thing of I was just kind to him the whole time. I would just... Oh, it's the lo-fi that added that extra sound for a second. I was like, what was that extra sound that came in? But the guy was like I just remained calm and I was kind to him. I genuinely was. I was like, oh, it's great to meet you. So also to meet you in person. It is. Yeah, no. But I could see, like, it doesn't... It's not like... I can see he's getting annoyed with me being so woo the whole time. I can see it's getting to him, right? And I thought to myself, I was like, whoa, okay, this is pretty cool. He's actually getting more annoyed when I'm actually trying to be kind to him. And it was interesting. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I have a feeling of who this is. You can WhatsApp me, dude. We can talk about it. But anyway. But that's okay. At the end of the day, that was okay. Because the scripture says being kind to someone is in a situation like that is like pouring burning coals on their head. And I'm not here to preach the Bible in any way, shape, or form. I just want to quickly get that out of the way. All right? I'm not here to do that. I am a Christian. So I do believe in this stuff, and I do believe it does make a difference. But at the end of the day, I did what I believed, and I could see that there was a definite, not result, but definite response to the way that I was dealing with this. And I absolutely loved the fact that what I know came true again, if that makes sense. And at the end of the day, that interaction stayed in my mind for maybe another 5 minutes, and then I continued with Rage and I had a good time. And then I came home and I was talking to the rentals and I was like, Dad, step on all of that. Like, this happened today. But my response to it actually made it worse in my eyes. Like, he got annoyed at me. They were, or she was like, what's going on here? And I was like, I think I did the right thing. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I think it's something I just believe in. Turn the other cheek doesn't always apply in these things. Sometimes you need to put them down hard and fast. So Zenon, I would like to know just if you could give an example of what you mean by that. Because I think in a lot of situations, people might feel that way, but I don't believe it's true that we always, like, I don't believe that to necessarily be true. Shall I rather say it like that? I don't believe it necessarily to be true. I mean, I have received my own, like, how can I say, whoop my ass in a sense. I have, how can I say, there's been times where, you know, it would have been better for me to maybe not say something back, or I've never really been in a fist fight before myself, to be real. I don't really go to bars. I don't go to places where I could get myself into trouble, so to speak. And most of the time, yeah, I just carry on with life. I just will apologize or whatever, in keeping, like, how can I say, turning the other cheek, because sometimes it's just not worth it to actually push it further. It's sometimes not worth it to aggravate the situation even more than what it is. They say be nice, get you walked over. Well, some people expect things of you, right? You cannot keep having to do those things. Sometimes yes, but mostly no. Okay, so that's a very different thing for me, Zenon, and I'm gonna break it down quickly, because that, what you just said right there, is a very different thing for me. Turning the other cheek does not mean being nice. That's one thing that I've also kind of come to grasp to. Turning the other cheek doesn't necessarily mean being nice. Turning the other cheek it's a very interesting concept, but the concept that you're referring to, I have gone through personally many of times, especially during my schooling career, in high school especially. Lots of people did do that to me, because I did have knowledge and skills and stuff that they didn't have, that, you know, they then utilized. I mean, I'm going to be an example here. I'll use this as an example. Video editing. I was very good at video editing in high school. I still have the skills somewhat, but it's not something I now necessarily will advertise to the world to say, hey, yo, I've got this skill. You want to utilize it. I've learned to say no to certain things. And that's not necessarily turning the other cheek of saying no. That's not necessarily turning the other cheek. It's the idea of, and I think it's very difficult. If I was in the situation, it would be different, because I haven't been in the situation necessarily. But let's say somebody spoke ill towards someone I deeply care about. Everybody thinks, no, you stand up and you defend the person, you know, that you care about, etc., etc., etc. Where I feel in a situation like that, the way that I've always dealt with it is have a good day and leave. Because it's not worth getting into that fight. And everybody says no, but you're not solving the situation. You're not, you know, the guy's not learning his lesson. The guy's not this, the guy's not that. The thing is, for me, it's not necessarily my fight to have. It's not necessarily for me to sort out. If the person did something wrong, then I'll still defend them to a degree, but we'll cuck on their heads afterwards for doing something wrong. So that's okay. I get what you're trying to say there, and I think I can somewhat agree on that sort of, but I'm trying to think now. It's like, it's all about doing this in kindness and love, but we need to remember that there's such a thing as tough love as well, and that's also being kind towards someone, is to give them the tough love, right? I can think of an example. I don't want to mention names in this situation. Hey Ruby, welcome in. How you doing, homie? I don't want to mention names in this situation, but this was long ago, even before I was on Twitch. Somebody did along the line, there were people who did things wrong. Okay, I'm going to try keep this as anonymous as possible while still trying to bring an understanding across. They did something wrong to somebody else, and I knew what they did was wrong. And the one day I had the opportunity to be alone with them, and I said to them straight, yo, listen, XYZ ABC, and I said to them, remember that we are still mates at the end of the day, right? But XYZ ABC 1 2 3, you messed up, period. It was a very humbling and apologetic thing, they spoke very quickly, they apologized, and they spoke to the person as well, they apologized. and that kind of then resolved the issue, right? But now we're talking in a situation where somebody has done wrong and you defend them. Like in the situation, you let it be, whatever. But if it comes to a bar fight or something like that, I'm not necessarily going to pick up a bottle and smash it over the guy's head or fight fisticuff him back. I'm not necessarily going to do that. It's not my place to do that, nor is it the right thing to do, because there's a couple of other things that come to my mind when I get into those situations, right? Is if we can't have a respectful conversation, like let's say try sort things out, and you just want to fight because you're drunk or you high or whatever it might be, I don't know, okay? You just want to fight, I'm going to walk away, because Proverbs says not to argue with a fool, and you're acting like a fool, so I'm going to leave. It is better for both of our well-beings that we don't engage and create a big fight or a big scene, right? Obviously, if you get into a fight, you're going to have to end things, so that's why it's always good to learn some sort of self-defense or something like that, have a little bit of experience some way. I'm not saying that I am Samurai Jack, but it's unfortunately a thing of like, I know, I'll get my ass handed to me if I had to get into a fight, which is why I'd rather try to diffuse the situation. But it's also a thing of like, why is that guy so aggravated? What is going on that they are so upset? Can we not like come to some sort of talking arrangement, agreement to be like, yo, why are you so upset with me? What's going on? Why are you so aggro at this point in time? Why are you, what's going on there? And the thing is, it's like, it's not necessary. It is not necessary. Turning the other cheek also means that if you had to get into a fight, you're not necessarily going to retaliate. You're not necessarily going to do anything about it. Like if somebody punches you, but you don't fight back, you just get up, dust yourself, and walk away. That in itself is also turning the other cheek, because you're not necessarily getting into it. That's why I said they need to burn their own hands to learn. Some people need to learn things that way. Others, you have to beat it over their heads until they understand, just from personal experience. Zenon, I get what you're saying. And you've gone through that side of the experience. I have gone through the side of experience of what I'm trying to say. You know, there's always many ways to skin a cat in this situation. It's just, I have found when walking this journey that I do on a daily, when I wake up and I thank God for a new day, that killing people with kindness has gotten me a lot further than maybe beating somebody over the court. But then again, the realm that I am in, or the realms that I visit, don't necessarily call for that. I've had close calls, but I just withdraw because I know it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. People always need to try and learn that not every situation needs a reaction, and always try to stay calm no matter what the situation. Exactly. But the thing is, like, there is such a thing as look. Like, let's just quickly clear the room quickly, because I can feel that people might start looking at this and being like, Kieran, you're scared. You're a chicken. No, there are situations that call for certain things to happen. Like, there's certain things that will be called for. Let's say I was out with a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, and she's getting hit on. She's getting uncomfortable with being hit on, and I'm with the other boys around the table. I'm going to tell them, hey, gents, let's go sort this out. That is a different thing, because you need to still help that person at the end of the day. You know, you're trying to protect them at the end of the day. You know, it's interesting. It's very interesting, because this killing of kindness concept can come from many different angles and many different ways, and it can bring a lot of confusion on where to go forward with this. You know, it's honestly a difficult concept to always grasp and understand. But I can tell you that in like the situation I was in, where somebody was upset with me at the expo of rage, killing them with kindness was the best damn thing I could have done, and I did. And they didn't like it, which meant that I did correct. They walked away, plain and simple. I doubt I'll bump into them very quickly again, and if I do and they bring it up, can tell them, what's up, dude? I ain't got nothing against you. Let me see. That's why I burn their own hands. I just want to see if this is not always possible. Hey, if people get heated, they get dumb and blind, especially with some dop. But the thing is, that's the difficult part, because then there's factors that get taken into consideration about how do you handle a situation. And the thing is, that's why, like, a friend of mine and I, we practice self-defense of finishing the fight, not starting it, finishing it. If the guy's coming towards you and he wants to get aggro, how am I going to pin him to the floor so that he can't hurt anyone? But you also make sure that he's fine, because you don't want to actually send him out. You don't want to do anything bad to him, you know. No, step back and check everything. 100%. We have to step back and check everything. We can't just take everything at face value. That's something that really bites a lot of us. It's not worth getting upset because of other people's choices or actions. No, exactly. People don't deserve anything from you, not even your anger. Ruby, that's some beautiful words right there, honestly. And I agree with you. Like Colleen says, with today's culture, you sure you want to go down that route? I can understand you, because I also operate that way. But nowadays, it's nearly impossible to be a white knight. Can we swap the topic over to this? Because this is something I'm very passionate about. And again, the Discord is open for anybody who wants to join this conversation and be a part of it on Twitch and Kick. I am ready for this conversation. Being a gentleman. We're going to call it being a gentleman, because I feel like this is something that many people realize that is dying and is leaving, and it's a dying breed. And I want to talk about it. Now, like bringing this up while we're talking about killing with kindness and all of that sort of thing, let's bring in being a gentleman, because Zenon has now so graciously brought it up, and I fully agree with him. Now, yeah, well, you can join the call, I think. I don't know. I've changed the permissions around, Ruby, so I'm not sure if you can join the call or not. I've changed a few things around in the Discord, just trying to sort a few things out and make it a bit easier. But you're welcome to hop in if you wish to join the conversation. But then you're going to be live on Twitch and giving your opinion as well, huh? I just see you in a call. I am in a call. I'm just in the stream chat. So if you join another call, I will drag you in. Like I said, I changed a whole lot of perms. Everybody has changed in terms of who can see what. So yeah, just simplified a lot of things on my side, basically. Anyway. So if anybody wants to join the conversation, just join. Only if you want me to join. So no, Ruby, that's if you want to join. I will be happy to have you on. You know me, but I'm only gonna ask you on if you wish to be on and to share your opinion. So for anybody who wants to join, it is called Project 916. You can find it in the links. I'll just in the beacon link. So if you just go !link, you'll find it there. And you can join the channel in the announcements area called Join Stream, and I will drag you into the stream chat, because like I said, I've changed a whole lot of perms and a whole lot of things that I said. All right, I'll only answer and comment if asked to. Is that good? Dude, you're welcome to, bro. If you want to be here, you're welcome to. I'm happy to have you here. And there goes Touch Portal again. We're going to do it manually tonight. Stuff you, Touch Portal. So you're welcome to, Ruby. You're welcome to. Anybody else who wants to join can also. I see you joined that one. Cool, 100%. I'll drag you in now. I just quickly want to just say something quickly about, being a gentleman, being a white knight. It's not impossible to do. The situation is the world that we live in, and I'm going to quickly grab Ruby into the stream here, and then I think I'm going to have to do that. And now I have to do this manually because flippin' thank you Touch Portal for dying on me. Knock knock, who's there? Why are you not coming through on the volume? I don't understand, madam.
On the volume.
Ah, there you go. There, it's coming through on the Twitch side now. We are fine.
Yeah, it's your side. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties because the Touch Portal is dead. That is why. Anyway, all right, back to what we were talking about. Anyway, welcome Ruby to the chat. Anybody else who wants to join the conversation is obviously welcome too. So, talking White Knight. Ooh, I love this topic because it's something that is very controversial, and all of a sudden everybody says, oh, I can do this, I can do that. it becomes a very, very touchy topic, and it becomes a very dangerous area to walk in. I'm actually thinking maybe we must go live on Rumble as well, because the Rumble's the perfect place to talk about this. Zenon, to come back to you, it becomes today's agenda. It is unfortunately got to do with what is today and what is going on today. And I'm going to be honest with you, feminism plays a role, but the extremist. Now let's get that straight very quickly. It's the extremist side, because equal pay, I agree. We should have equal pay. Why do we have equal pay? Women's rights? Yes. Yes. Why do we not have that? We should have more of these things in place, but don't start diminishing the male role. Do not start diminishing the male role. Exactly. Like, Ruby, share your 2 cents on this while I grab some. Oh, where's my water? Damn. Chat, I'm going to grab some water. Ruby's going to give you her 2 cents.
For me personally, I'm not the biggest of fan of feminism. I know people might judge me for that, especially some women. But no, I'm not against it, of course, because I myself like to, get things done on my own before asking for help. But still, some women won't admit it, but they do want that man, to be the man, like in the house you're working towards, the father of the house, the papa, and the man of the house that to take charge and everything, the breadwinners, supposedly. Doesn't mean the woman doesn't need to, can't also be the breadwinner, but the women in general want that man that can be able to protect them, no matter who they are, how, that doesn't matter if they have, freaking big ass muscles or anything. We don't really care about that much. We just want a man, morally, and, just for that, we'll be able to protect men. I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, so that's where I am a little bit, you could say I'm 80% against feminism, but then I'm 20% with it.
You see, I like that answer, and I like the way that you're describing a whole bunch of these topics there, because it's because it's very valid at the end of the day. Because the thing is, like, we need to remember that our skill sets differ as well. What is a man capable of, and what is a woman capable of, at the end of the day. And that's why, guys, I'm sorry bringing the scripture into this, but I'm also not sorry. That's why the man is known as the protector, and the mother is known as the nurturer in a family setting. The father is always the protector, and the mother is the nurturer. Why? Because we all fulfill different skill sets. We all fulfill different roles. Now everybody's like, but why can't a woman be a protector?
We're not made for those roles.
Exactly.
Technically speaking,
We are.
We're not made for those roles. Actually, doesn't mean, like, for example, doesn't mean women can't do what men can. Because there's a lot of women that can do that, vice versa.
Exactly.
But still.
Being, like, the thing is, and I can say this because I am that, being emotionally available as a man is not a weakness to a man. Being in touch with your emotions and understanding what is going on. Zenon, ek gaan nou jou uitkak hoor. Being understanding where your emotions are at, and like trying to help on an emotional level as a man, does not diminish your role in any way, shape, or form. It's just the fact that you are able to do that. Great, you have the capacity to do that. Not everybody has the capacity to do that, but if you go down to the core structure of what a man is and what a woman is, you'll see that there are core differences, and there's a reason for those core differences. Not because of any reason, except that's how we were created, and that's how things evolved. Now let me address it, okay? But also Muscle Mommy can also work for me. If she can do the heavy lifting and toss me around, I won't mind. Am I wrong though? Now listen here. You go find...
Everyone have their likes,
Exactly. Everybody has their likes, and you know what? You can go and find your how can I say white
days Gojo.
Gojo,
like
what's up? Yeah, I love
the
it. I absolutely love it. Gojo, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. How you doing?
Jeez.
Cheesy vegan.
I love a cheesecake.
You know what? She's just for that. Boom, pinned to chat for the next 20 minutes. Crayon for your net, sir.
Friends fan, yeah.
Yeah, friends fan, yeah. Pivot. And if nobody's laughing at that, then guys, go watch Friends. Listen,
We love them, yeah.
Xenon, listen. Muscle mommy, fine, cool, 100%. Everybody got their taste at the end of the day. Like, I understand what you mean by that, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna say you do you, brew.
You do you.
You do you, brew. You do you, brew. I am new in here. What's the stream about? Welcome in, Gojo. You're coming in on a Monday night stream where we basically sit and talk about talk about topics. I usually do a bit of news in the beginning about what's happening in esports, movies, series, music. We had something about a cyber attack that took place earlier. I showed off my new kimono that I got from Temu as well. Actually, with that being said, how does my torch perform in the dark? Chad, I also got like this torch. Hello, coin, buttercup. I hear my buttercup. Yeah, hello, cheese. Yes, you do
Cheese,
hear
you
buttercup.
misspelled as skis.
Whoa, that's bright. Hey, yo, Timu came through on this one.
You see.
Hey, chat, I'm gonna blind you. Right there.
There you
go. Askies. There we go. Anyway, just wanted to check that. Anyway, all right. So, anyway, Gojo, Gojo, just to explain, Monday nights I've started to become this kind of stream, make it into this kind of stream where we can sit, debate, talk about certain things, because at the end of the day, I feel like this is something that's missing on Twitch a lot, and something that can open up doors for people to also just express themselves, be safe, and know that here, you don't have to agree with what's being said here at all. Just know that this is
a discussion.
Exactly, and it's a respected discussion.
Without needing to get upset with the other one's point of view.
Exactly.
You are learning, you are not being educated, you are just learning and understanding another point of view. If we debate debates, does that become debatable?
Well, if we debate the debate...
Depends on the debate.
No. If we're going to debate the debate, making it debatable, it means that we can each have...
Coming with your dad jokes here.
Oh my gosh, I can't. You know what? Jeez, hi, Bo. You are making my mind confuzzled. You are making it confuzzled over here. I am trying to think, but I can't think. So I could say I stay respectfully. Then no. That's no. That's going.
If it's a stranger, no.
No, that's going.
If it's your partner, yes.
Yeah, sure. Like if we go down that road, then sure. But that is not the road we're going. Zenon, we're not talking about that.
Let me tell you this. If you come to me and you say that to me, and I've never seen or I don't know you personally or anything, or I'm not comfortable, or I don't trust you, never met you, and you just randomly come up and you say that, it's against my religion, but I'm gonna move you.
Hey, you know. And it's true. It's very true, eh? I mean, hi, boy, why is Outlook looking for me? Oh, it's people replying at somebody's birthday in the company, and now all the team notifications come through.
Birthday.
Yeah. Courtney's watching this. Happy birthday, Courtney. But anyway, I think she's CFO or something. Okay, forgive me, I'm old fart, but I see her pretty lady and she has a nice smile. She's gonna move me for saying that to her. This is hold on, no, wait.
No.
Wait. Before we get to that, I actually want to address that quickly. Gojo, I am a software developer by trade. I actually want to address that quickly because this is something that for me has become something that is very, very, very sad. I believe in giving compliments. I am someone who believes in giving compliments. I absolutely love giving compliments, and I am not scared to. I don't care, especially with my friends. I don't care if you like to say, "Oh, you're making me blush." Oh, no, shut up. I'm not going to. If I think you look good, guy or girl, I say, "Bro, you're looking swag today." I don't mind. If I think, Ruby knows, I've said it before to her, if I think a girl looks pretty, and I know that I'm on a relationship basis with her, like friendship wise, whatever, to say, "Hey, you look beautiful today," I will say it. I am not ashamed to do that. But apparently it's something that is frowned upon today, because immediately you are then labeled as a pervert, where in actuality it's like, no.
Or trying to pick the person up because, or showing interest. It doesn't always mean that.
Exactly.
If I compliment someone, a stranger, like, listen, no, I like what you're wearing. Doesn't mean I want to get in your pants, please.
No, but that's exactly the point. No, I see your point there, Zen, and that's why I'm bringing it up. But also, Cheesy, in the same vein, Coin, you dish out compliments as fairly as you dish out criticism. It's all said from a place of love and respect. Thank you so much, Cheesy. You're bringing the other side of this into perspective as well, which I love. It is very, very, very true. As much as you can compliment something to somebody, you criticize somebody as well, but from a place of love. This is also where it comes in from the scripture to, if your brother has done you wrong, go to him in private and talk to him about it. This is very true. And I unfortunately was a person who could not take criticism very well at one point in time. I actually had somebody tell me, you dressed like a little boy. And this was even prior to the streaming. This was like COVID time, right? You know, and I was still like this, like Ruby says, she remembers. I was still like that a little earlier back in the day, in the early times that we met, right? I was told I dressed like a little boy. My jeans look horrible, my shirt looks horrible, blah, 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 blah. I remember speeding home through the streets because I was so mad, and I just took it out on the car. Brakes, acceleration, whatever you want to call it, right? I phoned the person the next day and I was like, can we please go shopping? It was a girl. She told me that, but she's also a good friend. We haven't spoken in a hot while though. She's in now, I don't know, contact just drifted or whatever you want to call it. I phoned her and I was like, can we please go shopping? Show me what you mean so that I can make an improvement. And it was actually the first step myself that I did to actually say that criticism came from a place of love. It might have not come from like verbally or in a tone of a place of love, but it was meant from a place of love. Nobody was actually attacking at that point in time. It was just a thing of like, Kieran, you can do better, you know?
See, but also as a true friend or someone who really, really cares about you, they will be dead honest with you instead of just being quiet like strangers would be, or acquaintances.
Exactly.
Like they won't tell you how it is, or tell you like it is, because they don't want to deal with that confrontation.
No, but it's
or the
exactly
mood
that.
that's coming after.
It's exactly that. Very, very well said, Ruby. But at the end of the day, we need to, coming back to Cheese's comment, which I absolutely love. It is a thing of dishing compliments, you dish out criticism. But the thing is, people then take the criticism as judging, where if it's your friend, it's not judging, it's actually saying, hey, yo, I care, just hear me out. I'm not here to say anything, but do any harm to you at the end of the day. And I think that is something very good that we need to remember. And it's something that a lot of people now today, on top of the fact not being able to take compliments, they can't take criticism either. Because if you take criticism at work, immediately it's like, oh, I'm the worst worker ever. And I'm struggling with that. I have to remind myself that, like, remember, it's not personal, it's work. You have to perform. If you don't perform, you're done for. It's plain and simple. That's how it flies. So it's always a thing of like, don't take it personally. Just take it to heart and improve on it. It's not that difficult, But I want to quickly highlight back to the whole complimenting a lady thing. The thing is, what I have noticed, and this is honestly purely off observation, people can say what they want to me about it. I notice a generation upcoming who want to not get into commitment. They are scared of commitment, and they are scared of the genuine connection or the genuine compliments or the genuineness that could be a man coming up to them and saying, hey, I think you look pretty, or hey, I love your shirt, hey, I love your hair, what did you do, what is different? They are scared of that because they are scared of commitment. And it's a thing of like, it's so easy to rather have the one night stand, forget about it, but then come closer to, how can I say?
No attachments.
Yeah, no attachments, Come closer to losing, how can I say? With age you know, your face changes, beauty changes, everything like that. And that's why beauty should be in the eye of the beholder, and personality should also be taken into consideration. But as time goes on and things change, this is just part of life, guys. Like, you guys can say whatever, this is part of life. People then get scared and they then want that commitment. However, you've got an upcoming rising of gentlemen, and I can see it because I observe it myself. You have an uprising of men who don't want the non-night stands. Never in my life have I seen so many gents from the younger generation craving that connection rather than that satisfaction. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, definitely.
And
I've seen it too.
Exactly. And the thing is, at the end of the day, like, I mean, Chad, I'll be super vulnerable by saying this. I'm 27, never been in a relationship. Why? I seek genuine connection. And unfortunately, I have not found it with some people. And maybe I might be a stickler for my list of things that I do want to see, or I do want to tick off. But that's just me craving that connection. There's nothing wrong with it at the end of the day. You know, I'm not here for me personally. I'm not here for the one night stands. I'm not here for that, you know, like quickie and it's over, you know. There's a very crude way of saying it in Afrikaans, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not here for that.
Lastig.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. I'm here for genuinely finding that connection and growing something, which many people are still scared of today. They are scared of it. And it comes back to the roots, in my opinion, of the diminishing of the roles, the gender roles. And I'm not just referencing one side of the gender, I'm referencing both sides of the genders. Okay? It's unfortunately a thing of blurring where people stand. It's a thing of blurring what people define at the end of the day. We go back. I'm gonna have to Google that word. I'm gonna have to Google that word. The lawyer talk is coming
very
out.
English for me. Please explain.
Yes, thank you. Amen.
Obfuscation.
Obfuscation. I had to ask Google to
I
pronounce
can
it
read
for
it,
me.
but I don't know what it is.
No. I was like, for anybody who knows the Russian meme. Anyway, Google, please tell me again. Obfuscation, which is the action of making something obscure, unclear, or unintelligible. 100%. That is beautiful. It's 100% true. We have blurred what is the roles. We have blurred what it is. And honestly, unfortunately, we can open up the whole nutshell of the rainbow, that side, the rainbow flag, and that community as well, which I don't want to do out of respect for everybody here. I don't want to talk about that tonight, if that's okay with everyone. Thank you. But protector, nurturer. Everybody craves connection. If you go look in a relationship in a family, okay, a family dynamic, you'll always find that the mother and the son has a very special bond. You'll find that the daughter and the father will share a special bond as well. Why?
Most of the time, yes, not always.
Yeah. But I'm okay. Let's try to say this in a general family setting, I think is the correct word to say. You know, because we do have, all of things that can change and that sort of thing. But in a general setting, I hope I covered my ass very well there, or not.
Yeah, don't worry.
The father and the daughter will share a very special bond. That's the same with a mother and a son. I can say that because my mom was my everything, and I'm not gonna lie, my stepmom has stepped up to the role, which is amazing. We do have good conversations at points, but like my mom and I were very much inseparable. I was a bit of a mommy's boy at certain points, and when I tried to leave that that my mother would try and pull me back. But anyway, besides the point, is because the son learns how to treat a woman from his mother, is the first point. Yes, the father plays a role. Don't get me wrong. A father shows the boy how to be a gentleman and how to be a man, but the mother brings the nurturing side in, which a man has. Every single man has that nurturing side in him, which is cultivated by the opposite. But now, let's bring in the woman and the father. The father teaches his daughter what to expect from a man, because he protects her, he looks after her, shows her love. I said to myself that one day I will take my daughter, when she's 16 years old, I'll take her to a 5-star restaurant. I will get a fancy car. I will tell her to get dressed. I'll tell her mother, go and buy her a dress, take her dress shopping. I'll pay for it, blah, 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 so that I could take her to dinner. And I could say, listen, you're getting to the point where you might start dating if you haven't already, whatever. I just want you to see how I expect a man to treat you. Because when you step out of my house, he has to fulfill the role of protector when I am not there. So this is the quality at which you need to expect, if that makes sense. And the thing is, that is a special bond that is between a father and a daughter, because he brings the protection side, okay? Because the daughter feels safe with her father. I'm not saying that a son doesn't. A son and a father has a very different relationship, because a son and a father, the father's teaching him to be a man, where the daughter lets all her guard down, comes to the father, and will be in his arms, cry, weep, whatever it might be, but she is safe. Now, let's take the father away and bring the husband in. The husband needs to fulfill that role of protector. Okay? The husband needs to bring that side of the woman out, where the woman knows that in this house, in her husband's arms, in her husband's presence, she is as safe as can be. And that is the beauty that comes from a proper relationship between a man and a woman. That is the beauty of it. However, coming back to where we started about being a white knight and today's generation, that has unfortunately become very difficult to accomplish at certain points. Majority of points, because it comes across that you're being a pervert, you just want to get them into bed, you just want to score another number onto your body count. Which also, by the way, chat, why is body count a thing? For me, that's disgusting. Why are we actually bragging about how many bodies we've done? No. There clearly reads.
See, for men, it's cool. The higher the body count, well, according to society, that's how things are.
Exactly, yeah.
For boys, the higher the body count, the cooler it is. You know, like, oh, you got around, lekker.
Yeah.
But when a girl has a high body count, oh, no, now she's a Lucy. She's a, SLUT. You know,
Exactly.
WHORE.
Whatever you want to
Like
call
bro.
it. I like that. And I like that you bring that up, because it's very true. It's absolutely true. And that's unfortunately the blurriness of society today. Yeah, so Gojo, you've really come to a wholesome conversation. I'm sorry. If you are still around. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. Okay, let's quickly see. A father's love for his little girl will always override anything. That's just my feeling on it. Our insult for my little girl. You see, that's the father's protective spirit. That's the father's protective nature. I don't believe in this high body count thing anyway. That is sacred. This thing about giving out and seeing who's better and sticking with them is bad. No, I'm 100% with you on that. And the thing is, at the end of the day, I can see in my own life, I see awesome people who are in relationships with each other, and I'm like, yo, you guys have got it good. You guys have got it stable. You know, I'm not going to name names, because there's 2 of them in this chat right now who are a couple where I'm like, yo, you guys are solid. You know, you guys are cool. An example to be followed, you know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we have blurred the definition. I like this word. Let me do it. We have the obfuscation of the gender roles. Jeez, I love it when you come in with the big words. I love it. We have the...
She's would be proud.
She would be so proud. We have the obfuscation of the gender roles, and now people, and to cause dictionary in the stand up tomorrow. You know what, Cheese? Just for you, in my stand up tomorrow for work, I'm gonna tell them. I would just like to say to everybody, I've learnt a new word, obfuscation, which is obscuring a topic or something. I'm going to say it in tomorrow's stand-up just for you, Cheese. And I'm pretty sure somebody is going to laugh at me. Probably.
I still don't know what the word means.
I said that. I'll read it again. The action of making something obscure, unclear, or unintelligible.
Yeah. But
You-
better English for me, please.
You
Give
are
me an example.
you are blurring the definition of something. So, Ruby, you're a woman. Today's society has made that unclear. What is it? What is a woman? You understand what I'm saying? I'm using it as an extreme example because of Charlie Kirk, hashtag, rest in peace. But that is an example. What is a woman? That is an example. And now you got to figure that out. Also, if women changes the man to leave his friends that always has his back or looking out for him is also not a good thing. Twisting the mind is also evil. Setting boundaries is good. Yeah, Zena, that's also a very good thing to bring up. That's called manipulation 101.
Yeah, but you see, the right woman or the right man would not need to try and change you, because you, if you found the person you want to be with, you would automatically, because that's how we are wired, we will automatically start giving more attention to them and focusing on them towards the future of a family and so on. Friends will still be there, and also if the friends doesn't understand that, then are they really friends?
I agree.
Everyone has to grow up sometime.
I agree. The thing is, though, don't forget your friends, for sure. But there is going to be a thing of, how can I say, like Ruby says here, you are going to put in the effort more towards them than you are maybe towards your friends. I, in the beginning, did call out my one friend to say, listen, you go away for months on end and then you come back. Like, dude, just pop me a message to say you're alive. That's all I asked of him, during that
that's fine.
time. And, we've come down to we've come down to that. But also something that I have learned as well. And it's something that I can say that I can proudly say. If you are friends and your friend brings a partner into the picture, you will do your damnedest to also be friends with said person as well, especially in social gatherings, environments. I'm not going to blatantly ignore your partner because now, I don't like them or whatever. I'm going to do my best to bring them into the picture, get to know them. And like, interesting, didn't I do that to you too, Coin? What? Huh? Cheesy, what are you referring to? I'm trying to think now. I can't think now. Focusing on your wife or husband is a good thing, but leaving the friends company is not good. The thing with that is if you need to talk to someone but you push them all away is nonsense.
So if you intentionally push them away.
Oh, nagging
that
for
is
disappearing
on
for
you.
so long. Yeah, no. That's true. I did disappear. I was butt sore this year and I disappeared. I saw the 28th of September was my return to this platform and my return to society, basically. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, that's true. I've done my fair share of that. But coming back to it, my one friend, his partner, his girl, wow. I remember we met them at Spur when I was out with my other friend the other day, and the friend I was with went to go talk to that friend and I was talking to her. And because I know this guy so long, I know a lot of things that she would also kind of know because, getting a relationship, whatever. And she was telling me about the operation he just went through. And how he was like, all googly or whatever. And I was like, did he do this? And did he do this? And she's like, yes, he did this. And did, and it became a laughing fit that both of us were curled on top of the Spur table laughing so hard. Because we were like, oh my goodness. What? We, it was just a beautiful moment. And I actually then said to my friend later, I said, hey, listen, you got to keep her. Make sure you keep her. Like, beautiful soul. You gotta keeper, you know. And it's like it was actually a nice moment because then, like, you know, a friendship kind of formed. And the thing is, at social gatherings as well, it's actually exciting to see your friend's partner as well. Be like, hey, yo, how's it going? What's going on? You know, not in any weird sense, but it's like you got another friend, you know, in a sense. Like, let's also just remember, chat, like, not you know, remember it's still your friend's partner at the end of the day, but you can still be friends with them, you know, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome because you don't want to be isolated from, you don't want them to isolate your friend from you. Like, you don't want them to just disappear, you know? Like Cheese mentioned that I tend to disappear sometimes. Anyway, so
Me, I also had a while that I wouldn't say disappear, but I was quiet.
I think the right term for me might be quiet as well, but we won't. Let's not dig into that psychology just yet. Anyway, too soon. Anyway, so yo, what an interesting night. Honestly, this topic is it's an interesting one. The white knight thing is a very interesting one for me because, like I said, not a lot of people actually think about it because, you know, it's now just too easy to rather, how can I say, open the door, walk past, that sort of thing, you know. But I think, Zenon, I could say from my perspective as well, as a man, I live in fear sometimes of actually, should I help them? Should I, you know, be a gentleman? You know, that they're gonna have the thing of like, oh, you just wanna get lucky. Where in actuality, I'm like, my father raised me to be a gentleman. I'm just living out the way that I was brought up. If you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. And the thing is also just, you know, I don't see there's anything wrong with holding a door open. There's nothing wrong with, can I say it this way? Depending on what you want to say. I mean, if you think you're going to offend people, rather DM me on Discord. You know, if you think it's not safe for chat, rather do that. Sometimes being a doers is a good thing. I will half agree to disagree. I agree to disagree on that one. I don't know. It's something.
Only to those who are evil.
I think the thing for me is, I think a rather way that because you have to protect yourself as well. No, you see, here's the thing for me. I've got a bit of a different perspective on that. I think, if I may, the way I look at it is, I want to see you eat, but not at my table. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So if I see you on the side, I know someone's saying, and I'm blanking on how to say, no, you good, dude. Zenon, you good. Please don't worry about feeling why.
I completely understand what Zenon said.
No, I get it. It's just, for me, I wouldn't take it to that extreme. I would honestly say, I want to see you eat and not at my table. And the reason I say it like that is because if I see you on the side of the road with a flat tire or your engine's burst, I'll most likely stop and help you. And I'll be like, listen, yeah.
Even if I don't like you, yeah.
Even if I don't like you, I'm going to be like, listen, you need help. May I offer my help? If you say no, it's on your onus. I did my due diligence. Then the thing is, let's say you change a tire. Like, let's say I need to help you change a tire. If we don't speak to each other after that tire change afterwards, I'm not going to hold it against you and you're not going to hold it against me. But perhaps that might just be enough to start a conversation to say, why do we actually have bad blood? And I can say, no, I don't from my side, it's your side, or you know what, XYZ, ABC. It might be the opportunity to start a conversation. But that's the thing is, for me, is just, I like the term of I want to see you eat and not on my table, because I've got a lot of people like that in my mind. I think about them often and I'm like, I hope they're doing well for themselves, but I don't want them to be involved in my life. Especially certain people during school. I don't want them involved in my life at all. I unfortunately, I still remember I was 2019 in this house. So we moved in 2018. 2019, I got a phone call at midnight, right? At midnight. And to top it all off for me, which made me super, super, super upset, was I was expecting phone calls from hospitals and doctors that night because of certain situations that was going on. So I woke up in a panic. I started getting dressed while I was answering the phone just to get the one person that I did not want to talk to for a very long time. I sat for an hour and a half. I made a cup of tea and I sat on the couch and I listened, waiting for the other call to come through because now I'm awake. I had a burst of energy. I thought I have to climb in my car, fill it up, climb on the highway. But no, I had to listen to this sob story. And I did. And from then on out, I was like, no, you don't have the privilege of contacting me directly anymore. I wish you all the best in life. With you and your future husband, I want to see you eat. I want to see you do well. Just make sure you don't do it at my table, is all I ask. I was a big one when I was young. Hey, I felt good when people suffered, especially when I was the one making them suffer. Now I'm a soft in trying to be good guy, but it's getting hard to stay that way. The world's dark, dude. The world's
There's
evil.
a saying, Zenon, there's a saying, and it's for everyone. You can take it in whichever way you want. It can count for anything, but the road to heaven is going to be hell, and the road to hell is going to be heaven.
Damn.
Just think about that. It doesn't necessarily
Damn.
mean actual hell or heaven. It's not, you don't necessarily have to look at it in a religious way. It's just, you can use it as a metaphor as well. So to get to where you want to be, happy, full of with a family, calm, peaceful, you are gonna have to walk a road that is hell in order to reach that heavenly future you want. But if you look at the fact of the road to hell, meaning the fun, you thinking, make believe that you are gonna get what you want by doing everything thinking everything comes easy, it's gonna be hell in the end, because that's why they say you reap what you sow, but it can also mean in a good way. You work your ass off, and eventually you will reap the fruits that came from that hard work. This doesn't necessarily have to be like in the working environment only, in life in general. So that's a quote I started living by a few months ago that I came across. The road to heaven is going to be hell, and the road to hell is going to be heaven.
I like that. I really like that, and I think I share a similar vision, but I just don't have that one. It's not that long. I always tell people, don't ever think that you're walking on a golden road to heaven. It's a path of sand and thorns, and it's the truth. It's like you're walking in the bush felt barefoot when you walk into heaven, because it's not easy. It's like you say, Ruby, or getting to heaven is hell and going to hell is heaven. That whole road. I love it. Absolutely love it. That's some good stuff there. To be honest, I have a lot of fear of being on socials and being in a group or even stream sometimes because I'm a female, just being honest. My fear is always around me, and I only trust a few people, struggle to trust people, and I'm learning to know when to say something and when not to say something. And Colleen, at the end of the day, it's a road that you walk, and you learn who you're safe around, who you're not safe around,
But the fact is that you have been trying to learn. Trying is the key word in everything. Hence why I always, when I tell people, I don't tell people, for example, in a heated moment, stay calm. I tell them, try and stay calm. Just as long as you try, no matter what it is, you will be fine. Regardless, you will be okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I try my best, but the darkness does rear its ugly head again every now and then. My hatred builds sometimes. It's difficult with no outlet. Having bad thoughts also makes it difficult. Zenon, I'm going to tell you this from personal experience. Go get yourself a punching bag. Find one on Facebook Marketplace secondhand. Maybe $200-$300. Hang it up somewhere. And just let it out. Sometimes that helps. I've done it to points where it becomes a crying while punching the punching bag rather than just yelling at it. Because sometimes we don't have, and the thing is, as men, we do need that vent. We do need a place to vent out, and we need men groups, if that makes sense. You need your bros that you can go to, because I'm not necessarily gonna, for argument's sake, let's let Ruby, I'm gonna use you as an example. I'm not necessarily gonna tell Ruby everything, right? Because there's certain things that you go talk to the gents about and be like, hey, yo, gents, I'm struggling with this. Same with Ruby. She's not going to tell me everything. There's certain things that she will go talk to the ladies about. But with that being said, those conversations are few and far between, because if you're good enough friends, you can talk about most things to each other, but it's still a thing of, there are certain things that I will go to my boy to and be like, listen, I just need to talk, and I need to talk to a man. I just need I just need that conversation. You need that outlet because you feel safe to talk about certain topics, just like women feel safe to talk about certain topics with women.
Sometimes also, if you go out on your own, just go somewhere public where there's people, just walk around, and then I won't say like the first person that passes you, but just if you see someone just sitting there, even if when they're preferably someone alone. I did this once and it helped. Just go sit and start a conversation with them, and then eventually it turns into a deep conversation. Sometimes venting to a stranger always also helps because they're not in the loop, they're not a part of it, and it's also always sometimes nice to get another perspective from someone that isn't involved, that doesn't
Yep.
know you.
I
It helped
agree.
me one time.
I actually want to quickly read what she said because I like it. Well, I how can I say? I understand it. I like it. That philosophy is a common thread across a few beliefs. For example, in the cheese, I do apologize if I butcher this, but the Bhagavad Gita, scripture for Hindus, explains the path of destruction through transcendence and transformation. The outcome is dependent on how you process it. Holy butchered. I butchered
Oh,
that.
it's a bro.
Yep, he's been in since the beginning. He won $120 voucher now.
That's how little bro. Congrats.
Yeah, jeez, I'm so sorry. I think I butchered that so bad, but I get what you're saying, and I love the analogy that is there. It makes sense. And it's like you say, it is a thing that is amongst different beliefs, and I love it. That's actually really awesome. That is really, really awesome. All right, Xenon. Well, there's the rub. I'm the one everyone comes to vent, ask questions to. I'm the one that is supposed to be the strong one. Always, who do I talk to? Not to sound cheesy, but you can talk.
I can answer that for you, Zina.
I can also
Because
answer that.
I'm exactly the same. People like to come to me, and it took me a long time. Like, sometimes you only need that one person. You don't need a lot of people that you are able to go to. Just one person. Like, for example, at the like, I know I can go to Coin and I can go to Jay, for example, Colleen, all my other friends. But like the main person I've come to be able to trust, because it's just the way she words her words and telling me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear, is Cheese. She's my best friend, and she's basically the only one that I go in detail and vent to her, and vice versa. We don't force each other to do so, but the thing is, we are comfortable enough to be able to do that. And I'm not saying, I don't know if you have someone like that. It doesn't have to be a best friend. It can be a family member, and also maybe, like I said, a stranger even, because even that stranger might become your best friend, for example. So just don't stop trying to, find someone to be able to talk to. I don't know if you're religious or not. Sometimes you can just go and actually speak to someone higher up, for example. Like me, sometimes if I'm not able to maybe speak to Cheese or anyone, then I'm sitting on my own and I'm just praying. And it started helping me. So yeah, even me, I'm a pillar. People tend to come to me. I always have to be the strong one. I don't cry easily. I cry on my own. And the thing is, the problem is, the longer you do that and keep it to yourself and just taking it all in, it is gonna beat you up eventually, and silently and slowly. And it's not a pretty feeling, a nice feeling in the end.
It's
I'm
very
talking
true.
from personal experience.
Mm.
Thanks to Cheese and a lot of my other friends, I've grown a lot, and it's become more easier for me to talk about how I feel and just to vent. So there are people out there that really are willing to listen. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a best friend. For me, it is my best friend, my go-to person. Like, but if you need someone to talk to, Coin is there, for example. I'm sure he will offer it up. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that still want to know what's going through your head after they vented, for example. When you need, I can promise you now, family, they might not show it, you might not see it, but I can promise you they actually also do want to know. Listen, are you okay? Just talk to me. It is the truth. But I know from a personal point of view it doesn't seem that way. And I know that. Because I'm in the exact same boat as you. But I've just found my way, my person I can actually, lean on.
Yeah, you see, here's one of the things then on that I also want to bring in, because I can also relate to you on some level as well. First things first, I did send you a little something. Go listen to it, and I don't know if you're religious at all or not, but go and almost go say those words as a prayer. I've done it. Very, very fulfilling, and you feel very good afterwards. But anyway, don't have a best friend anymore. I hear you on that. Even family members come to me. It's so difficult to trudge on carrying everything and everyone and seeing them grow while I sit and carry them. You see, I can understand that. I get that. It's tough. I truly understand that. It can be tough. And not to be that guy, but for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. You might not be religious, but I'm going to say that. The only thing I want and need is if certain people ask me if I'm okay or how I'm doing, and just listen. And you know what's in on that is sometimes I understand that feeling, but sometimes I've also, well, not sometimes, I have also learned, period. I'm going to say it like this. I have also learned to also say sometimes I have to reach out, because
Yeah, exactly what she said.
oh yeah, I haven't read Jesus' comment yet. I'm going to quickly
No, she
have
basically said what you just said.
Oh, okay. Well, let me read it and then we
In
I
very
can.
high English words.
Oh, here comes the English. No, I'm joking. Okay. I hope this gives you a feeling of belonging. What you are feeling is a tacit feeling among a lot of people. The problem being that people just don't know or feel comfortable being vulnerable themselves. There's this untethered belief that strength means solitude, which is both true and dangerous to follow. It is difficult to feel comfortable in reaching out, but you are not alone. Oh, jeez.
And that, Zena, that's my best friend. She said this exact same thing, explained the exact same thing to me in the beginning of our friendship, in the beginning of our friendship, the deep into our friendship. And she has gotten me to open up more, slowly but surely. She's never forced me, kept checking on me, and eventually, slowly I started, opening up to her and leaning on her, and I've become more happier. Like I've been able, it's like this story my grand used to tell me when I was younger. Your mind, right? Your mind is like a chest. Every person's chest is different sizes, because every person can carry a certain amount of load on them, on their shoulders, in their mind, information in the mind. The more you take in, eventually that chest is going to explode, and that usually leads to depression and psychosis and all those type of negative things you don't want to happen to yourself. But if you vent whichever way to a person or talk about it, that chest slowly also starts emptying itself. It becomes easier, you become stronger and able to carry more. You get what I'm saying? Hello, Dread, please.
Hello, Dread. Welcome in. I see the clap. Yes, cheese. That was some beautiful words that you gave them. My most favorite saying is, the greatest trick the devil plays, making people believe he doesn't exist. Does this give you a feeling of me being religious? I would say so. I don't know. I mean, it's, I don't know. I was just testing the waters. I don't know, dude. Like, I was just reaching out, basically, if you were or not. The thing is, if I break, who'll be there to stop me? Who'll be there to pick up my pieces? Who'll take the brunt of my anger?
I was exactly where you was. Even. I was exactly there. And I'm sure
Same.
most other people were as well.
I have been
You
there
can
as
ask
well.
Cheese. I was there when I met her and Jed and even Coin and Jay and everyone. I was there. They know this. I always like, don't get me wrong. This is not a place where I'm judging or want to sound mean. I tell it like it is, and I tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. That's when I was like that. Eventually, I started realizing, or I was being told that I'm actually feeling sorry for myself. Why is it up to others to make myself feel good and happy? It's not other people's place or job, or it's not their job to make me feel good, feel happy, whatever. It all comes down to me, myself, and I. It's up to me. Yes, I know we are human. We do have negative feelings. We do get angry. But it always, every single time, comes down to you. Whether you want to be happy or not, whether you want to do better or not, whether you want to be a better person or not. But also, want is not the only thing. You have to work for it. Hence, where that saying I said earlier comes in. The road to heaven will be hell, and the road to hell will be heaven. If you want to be happy, this, like in my religion, the devil is gonna start hitting you harder because he does not want you to be happy. You know?
Ja, Ruby,
In a religious way.
Dominee. Kyk hierso. No, but sorry, I just want to encourage you on, Ruby. That's awesome. Carry on.
The negative, thank you. The negative side of life. Life is a bitch. Life is going to be a bitch. No one said it's going to be easy. Otherwise, it would have been a SLUG. Life is a bitch. So, it's nothing ever comes easy. The good things never come easy. Never.
Yep. Indeed.
So, yeah, that's just my point of view. But Jana, I know exactly where you are coming from, Zealand. I was there. Sometimes, like, it's actually been a long while since I actually full on felt angry. Yeah, I still get irritated. I still get sad. I still get a little bit depressed here and there. I mean, there are some people but like, I'm an overthinker as well.
Oh
I
yeah.
always overthink in the negative, but I don't stay there. I never end it with negativity. And for the last 4 or 5 years that I've been working on it, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on trying to be a calm person, knowing not every reaction needs a reaction, or every situation is reaction. My apologies. And I'm sure a lot of people, everyone is going through things. Things happen to everyone in different ways.
No, it's exactly
it's up
that.
to you in the end how you deal with it. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do. Yes, you may need a little push, in the right way, but no one can tell you what to do. Understand? No one can tell you what to do. It comes down to you, no matter what. Like, if you tell me now you are getting angry or whatnot, I'm gonna tell you must try and stay calm. A calm mind is a clear mind, because when you're angry, you are not gonna be thinking clearly. So, and if you let that take over, then that is on you. If you let it take over, it's on you. I know it is difficult. It is difficult because it's so easy to just give into anger. But the regret is the one thing that we don't like afterwards.
Sorry, Chad. I'm just going to restart my camera while Ruby is throwing some absolute fire here. It seems like the camera has died.
I see so.
Not sure why.
Hey, Paul. Maybe it's my rank.
No, I think it's just needs a little bit of a restart. So that's okay. We should be back online soon. I'm going to quickly change to the other camera until we are back. You guys will just have to forgive the... Oh, it's a lot smaller. Nah.
Technical difficulties, yes.
Yeah, it would be a good stream without technical difficulties, you know, Moss.
I wouldn't call myself a shrink. See me as a stranger that you've never met before that went through what you're going through. Let's say so.
I think the USB port that I'm using is maybe not the healthiest. There we go. We're back.
Cheese worded it better.
Okay, we're
Zena, I can promise you, if Cheese was here in the
There we
call
go.
as well, she probably would have said the same thing, but in a very much more professional-like type.
I think
high-class
so.
English.
I think so. But you know what? I actually want to. You know what I want to give to you, Zenon, is a practical thing that I do when I feel like I'm about to break. And again, like not everybody will agree with what I'm about to read, but it's something that I personally do because it is something that it has actually kept me grounded when I am feeling I'm about to break. Now, I just quickly want to catch up on chat while I was restarting the cam, and Ruby was firing off some absolute banger comments. Well said. Yeah, very well said, Ruby. You've been on fire tonight. Feeling like a little kid again. I'm supposed to be the old fart here, but it's also fun to hear other perspective. I'm in the midst of strings here. All good and sound advice. My sister is good advice. You found a space of like-minded thinkers. That's all. No, 100%. Like, I mean, catch us all together around the same table. You'll see some amazing conversations.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But never feel afraid to cuck me out or tell me my views are wrong. I like seeing things from all perspectives to learn to grow. No, it's all good. But I want to give you something that I personally do on a personal level when I feel like I'm about to break. And it's a Catholic thing, which I've adapted because I don't believe certain parts of it, because the church is the church. It doesn't have to just be the Catholic Church. But I literally recite the creed. I literally recite the creed because it is the foundation of which I believe. And when I feel like my life is starting to fall apart, when I feel like I'm starting to shake and I'm feeling like I'm about to lose my bloody mind and I'm about to go and punch somebody, I will literally say in my head, I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell, and on the third day he rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven, and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. From there he will come to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. I literally will recite that to myself. And I know the religious talk's not supposed to be a thing on this streaming platform. I don't care. I will recite that to myself, and I will ground myself to it. You know? Oh, that's good to know, actually. I thought it's in TOS not to do that.
I will share someone I started watching.
Sweet, please do.
Only
That's good.
that kind of streaming.
No, that's good. I like that. It means that we're not alone in this. But the thing is, I will literally recite that to myself, and I'll be like, that grounds me because it reminds me of exactly what I'm here for. It reminds me what I'm believing in. It reminds me what I'm fighting for. It's that, plain and simple. And it's a prayer in itself as well, because you are reinforcing its beliefs. I always say, God, take my anger away, please. I don't want to stay in prison or hurt anyone ever. Not sure if this is wrong or not. No, you can ask God to take your anger away, 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not in TOS, but the majority of streamers dislike it. Same as political discussions. It is channel specific, so as long as it does not get on the phobic side, you are fine. That is good, because the whole point of this place is to say, like, I will openly say I agree and disagree. I will openly say that. But the thing is, it comes from a place of mutual respect, because at the end of the day, not everybody shares the same views, not everybody believes in the same thing. So if we can come to a place of mutual, exactly, and if we
can respectfully agree to disagree as well.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean you have to judge the other person's point of view or.
Actually, on the Drip episode 2, we actually had that where I brought Ty in as the example, and she said yes, where we spoke about the LGBTQ and how she and I had different views on it, but not once did it affect our friendship. 4 years, guys. No, 5 years. It's 2025. 5 years I've known her. Has not affected at all. And she's still like a sister.
I have my views on it.
Exactly.
I am not ready to discuss that.
No, don't worry. We're not here. It's not the topic of discussion for tonight anyway. So don't worry about it.
Kindness.
Yeah, we're talking kindness tonight. Killing or kindness, which then kind of divulged into, you know, the obscurity of the relationships today, because we started speaking about being a gentleman and a lady and da. It's gone all over tonight. I love it. Yeah, you say from TOS. Awesome, Dread. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, no, but anyway, like coming back to it, right? Coming back to it. I mean, we've been saying about a lot of things here, and we're coming now to everyone can disagree with the mindset of not fighting or attacking someone, exactly, but we've been speaking about a whole bunch of different topics tonight, and we've been I'm not going to use the term addressing, but we've also just been like, just, you know,
We were chatting as
chatting.
The conversations came up.
Yeah, exactly. We've just been chatting as the conversations have come up, which for me always is... Okay, just hold on. I need to address my dog. I know you want to go to bed. You can go. I will see you later. Oh, no, wait. Chat, I forgot. She's coming for supper. I'll be right back.
Oh, shame. Okay, so we're gonna hear how quiet is feeding little one. Are you serious? How? Oh wow. Oh guys, so he can tell me anything at the moment, and you guys can't hear him, but I can. Oh, okay. Wow.
Let me get comfy in my kimono again. Oh, I love this thing.
Oh, I was going to say, looking nice.
Oh no, Ruby, hold
I
on.
haven't worn mine in a while.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, check them pants out. Got them nautical pants going on.
Nice.
So, Chad, actually, I'm going to say that. So, with my team order that I did, yes, it was a team
I still need
order.
to get a bed, so.
Nah. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. So, oh, wait. Ruby, Dread, Cheese, all of you. I don't know if you guys saw my new glasses, but what's up? Got them steampunk glasses going on, you know? But
That's nice.
with my team order that I did, I kind of went like, for too long I've just stayed by the plane because I'm like playing it safe. Like people, you know, are gonna be like, Coin, what the heck are you wearing? Kuhn, what the heck are you wearing? And I was like,
Just laughing.
that's fine. I literally went to this team order and I was like, you know what? I'm
Well done.
gonna spoil myself. You're the only person who could pull this off, and somehow still look like he's from Top Gun.
I agree with Cheese. I actually agree with Cheese.
I love it.
I couldn't have worded it myself, dear.
Oh, I love it. Let me put on the glasses, and then, you know, I need to shade my future. It is so bright, you know.
Better than mine, apparently.
No, but you know what's the funny thing, right? These are ND lens glasses, which means, Chad, if you actually turn the lenses,
Remind me of what's her name? What's that famous?
it changes.
Guy that also wears those round.
Thank you, Colleen.
Also always. What's his name?
I don't know. Is he from anime?
Very famous. No,
Um,
not Gojo. Thank you.
Neo from the Matrix? No, the other guy from the Matrix.
He's very old. I don't know if he's still alive. But he has like these black long hair. He always wore those like type of stuff.
Yeah, you're asking me now. I'm not sure myself. I can't remember now. But anyway, no, thank you.
I don't remember his name.
I appreciate Colleen. But yes, I decided to spoil myself. I decided to get stuff that I would actually like to enjoy wearing. So like these pants, right? I would wear them out with a plain t-shirt, legit. And if people are like, yo, what's up? I'm going to be like, listen, everybody's like, the t-shirt needs to be the accent, the decals need to be on the t-shirt or whatever. What about the pants? Come on, let's mix it up a little bit. But it's also a thing, like something like, now this might be changing topics a little bit, but I've always been somebody, especially in fashion, to go against the trend. I don't care what the latest fashion is. I will wear what I like. Always been like
Yeah,
that.
same. If I stand in front of the mirror and it looks nice and I feel comfortable, I go with it. I don't care what people
Exactly. No, exactly. Now, come I tell you, okay? No, this is something that I've learned, and I think such a shame we shouldn't see you wear this at Rage. Jeez, I was so upset. It came literally today. I ordered it before Rage.
No. Yeah, bum.
How's it my fault? It's Timu. but
No, you said before Rage. When? How long ago before Rage?
like literally a week before Rage.
Yeah, bum.
How am I supposed to, like, I'm sorry.
It takes max 2 weeks.
Excuse me, I've had my team orders come in 3 days. I'm sorry for having my
It
hopes up.
depends what it is. If it's one or two things and it's local then, or it's close by, country-wise, it will be here faster.
Chat, look at my kimono, he's so flappy. Was it pre-order? That's why Cheese, it was on a pre-order. That's why. Majority of the stuff was on pre-order. That makes sense. I need to give myself some honor, brooking myself. Hey, I'm losing count on the holes and which ones. Oh, I still wanted to say something in chat. You guys can laugh at me. You guys can say what you want, but I am going to say this. Your most comfy underwear, your most comfy bra, okay, is the ones that have been outworn with holes in it.
Wait, come again?
Who?
Repeat?
Oh, the most comfy underwear, bra or unders, like top or bottoms, right? Are the ones that have been outworn with some holes in them. I'm telling you now.
No, can I tell you the most comfiest bra?
Tell me,
It's
darling.
the one when you get home and you take off after work.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Or the ones you don't wear swing low. Oh my gosh.
knickers.
Oh my gosh, Chad. We go to the light-hearted stuff now, but I want to quickly read Colleen's comment there. Tonight's stream is awesome and the conversation is really good, and I've been inspired by tonight's conversation. I am so glad, Colleen. That's
I
like,
found a new gasping
like-
expression.
I found it. Jeez, Nicole, knickers. But the thing is, Colleen, I just want to quickly say, like, I'm so happy to hear that, because that was kind of the goal with this segment on a Monday. Because every Monday, the goal is to have this kind of thing happen. And whether it might be like I found a topic that I want to talk about, like somebody was upset with me at Rage and I killed them with kindness. I'm going to talk about it. Then we can just see where the conversation goes from there. We got Zenon bringing in some viewpoints that he wants to discuss. Cheese, you, Ruby coming in and helping us. That's kind of what Monday Night The Drip is about. That's why we're here. That's why we are talking. And the thing is, I make this a safe space. And the thing is, any haters is a permaban. Instant permaban. If you come in with the phobia, as Cheesy would say, doesn't matter what it is. I mean, chat, I said it last week and I'll say it again. I don't agree with LGBTQ. I don't agree with trans. I don't agree with any of this. Not once will I produce hate towards them, because that's not who I'm called out to be.
Or judgment.
Exactly. No judging, no resentment, no phobia. And I will gladly talk about it if a respectful conversation can be had. As soon as phobia comes in and the safe space is broken, you are guaranteed that you will be banned permanently. And I've got some awesome
Like, if you
mods
tell
who
me
will
you
feel
don't
that
like
way.
it, but that's fine.
Mm.
I respect that. As long as you can respect me saying the same towards the opposite of what you're saying, for example. You know? Then there's nothing wrong with that.
I want to, you know what conversations like this show, the most important thing is it shows what kind of people you attract to your channel. The energy you're putting out is what you're attracting. Take pride in that. Thank you so much, Cheese. I appreciate that. I'm going to take that as a compliment for sure. And I think that's ultimately something that I cherish, is the people that are here are like-minded, respectful, and we can have awesome conversations like we've had tonight, and it's amazing. Why is this? Sometimes these headphones are interesting. Phobia presumes you have an irrational fear of something. Thus, I will not allow someone to tell me you have this, that, or other phobia. Okay, no. So I hear you. I just want to quickly say, chat, vulnerability here. I have arachnophobia. It is a thing. If the thing is bigger than my flipping hand, foot heck, I'm out of here. I'm gone.
I don't think we are talking about those type of folks.
No, I know.
About the, the ones that might get you end up in jail, you know. That's how sensitive, unfortunately,
Oh,
how
yeah,
sensitive
no,
society is.
Yeah, fair. No, true. And you know what? That's fine at the end of the day. Like, that's honestly fine at the end of the day.
Like, if you're scared of spiders, you're scared of spiders.
Oh, I don't like spiders.
I'm
Oh.
protect you because I like spiders. I love spiders.
Let's-
Just call me up. There's a spider in your bathroom. I'll come get it out for you.
I hope you know. I am going to be climbing onto the top of the wall. I will be on the phone. I don't care if I'm in the shower, in the middle of a shower. I'm gonna say, Ruby, kom hou hierdie tarantula weg van hierdie plek af. Want
Just don't burn the house, please. Don't torch the house.
actually-
like the memes, don't do it.
I have actually made memes where I say I will torch the house. Coin, say the awesome person that you are and keep doing what you're doing, Coin. I appreciate that, Quillian. Thank you so much. That really means the world to me. That actually makes me feel bubbly. Hi, Bo. That makes me feel bubbly. If it's an
Jeez.
actual fiber, then yes, but stuff like the homophobia, you can go fly a kite. I don't feel them, yeah. Rui was the sexiest spider-loving person I've ever had in my life.
Cheese in them vomit-worthy compliments. Oh.
Oh, look at these two.
Chad, by the way, that's me and Cheese's thing. It's like if we are being wholehearted with each other and, you know, extra cute, sweet to each other with compliments or whichever, in our best friend way, our response in our way of saying thank you, we appreciate it, is by saying vomit, by typing it, or just that's so cute.
I'm just
Really cute.
like, all I'm doing with that is I'm how can I say, I'm just coaxing it on because I think it's cock funny. I think it's hilarious. Huntsman.
Oh, we've made people laugh. We've made people laugh.
Huntsman spiders much. Keep that away, Zenon. I wasn't very vocal about the camera just flashed at me when I did that. That's weird. I wasn't very vocal about the comment, but it is amazing. Nicely done, Coin, for the platform. Jed, I appreciate that coming from you. That really, really means a lot to me. So thank you so much.
Sorry to say this, have I told you what my favorite spider is?
If you say a flippin' tarantula, I'm kicking you out of the
Goliath
Discord
bird
call.
eater, yeah, boy, big one. It's because of
Chat,
plague. Yes,
say
yes, but
bye
the
to
blue one.
Ruby.
The blue
Say
one.
bye.
Blue one. The blue one. You know the one that's like that blue glow. Oh, it's pretty.
Do you like
You
snakes?
can't tell me you're scared of a jumping spider. Yeah, I love snakes.
Jumping spider.
My favorite is a groen mamba.
Pofadder.
No, obviously some snakes you stay away from if you don't know how to handle them.
No, I'm saying I love a pofadder.
But why?
They're beautiful.
Really, but they're brown.
Okay, so
Like,
so
you see how boys Xenon. It's
cheesy. It's a puff adder.
Yes.
It's called puff adder. So guys. You know what? Let's share a life story.
A puff
Actually,
adder.
I will share a life story. I wasn't very okay. It's very tasty. Xenon, I've not eaten it, nor do I plan to ever eat one. They are too beautiful. I had a big one at work the other day. No, don't show me clowns or let clowns near me. I'm gone. Fair enough. I'm gonna share you guys a life story. When I was a little kid, I think about 11, 12 years old, I was at Sondela Wildlife Center, and at Sondela, you can run around, you can ride your bikes in the bushveld. There's no big five to hunt you, and the predators that are there, such as brown hyena, jackals, that sort of thing, or jackals, they can't do anything to you. You are too big. Obviously, you know, you're not going to let your 5-year-old run around, but a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, it's not going to be, yeah, Yaku, welcome in, dude. Hope you're doing well. You're not going to let your little kid run around in the bushveld without, you know, how can I say, you know, without supervision. But anyway, so I was running to the swimming pool. We were at the chalets and we were running to the swimming pool, and there's little footpaths that you have to take. Every single kid had ran past this because they were on the other side of the path. And chat, to mind you, the path I could literally put as that wide. Every single other kid had ran past. Okay? Ridden on a bicycle or ran past. I just so happened to be the unique one who was on the other side of the path. And I believe that the Lord protected me. I looked down where I was placing my foot for my next step, and I literally jumped back because right there was a puff adder. It was curled up about that size, but you have to bring it out. It was about that long. Just sunbathing, minding its business. Chat, it was one of the most beautiful snakes I've ever seen in my life. And my one friend came running behind me. I was like, stop. And everybody then circled around and came to this. And then my dad is like, oh, what's going on here? You know, dad's coming. All right, dad, what's going on here? Oh, there's a puff adder, children. Stay back. I'm going to take care of this for you. And he takes a stick and he knocks it back into the, like he just touches the tail and then the snake slithered back into the bush.
Yeah.
But literally from that day, I was like, whoa. These are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I believe that I could have been bitten that day if I didn't have the sense of looking down. So let's see here. Just came.
The spidey senses were kicking in.
No, snaky senses in this case. Just come to KZN, Spinnacorp Dam. We have black rhinos and spitting cobras in the camping area. Usually go there. Very pretty. Now I want to go fish again. Oh, and leopards. Ooh, luckily they are very low energy, so they don't usually bite. You know, that's one animal that I really hope one day to be up close and personal with is a rhino, and actually to just pet a rhino and, you know, scratch its horn, scratch under its big chin, call it a good boy or a good girl.
Oh, you want to treat it like a dog, okay?
Yes, I do.
You want to scratch his horn?
Yeah, the big one on the front. I want to be like, oh, hey.
It's cute. I was waiting.
You're catching me off guard here. Moderators, please, this one needs a bonk. This one. But yeah, also.
I wasn't saying hello because Quinn was talking and I'm not gonna interrupt him. Hello, Yaku.
I want to play with all the big kids. Sorry, yeah?
Hence why I responded in chat while you were
No, I want to play with all the big cats. I held a lion cub one time, almost took it home. Aw. Actually, another life
I
story.
touched the shark. I like the sea animals a little bit more than I like the land animals.
That's cool.
To be honest.
I am fascinated by deep ocean animals, like the possibilities that there could be monsters in the deep
I
ocean.
can say I can bet you can't. I don't know if you remember, but I bet you can't guess what my favorite sea animal is.
Wasn't a lionfish, was it?
Nope.
Damn. Then I know we
I
had
also
this.
like seafood.
I like seafood as well. I love seafood actually.
I love seafood. Jinx.
Ruby.
Okay, you have 3 chances. You have 2 left.
I know we've had this conversation before.
You could say it is small.
That's why I went for the lionfish, because I thought it was like, because it's a pretty
It's
one.
a wee bit smaller.
It's a wee bit smaller. It's not the clownfish, is it?
Jeez. Me too. I see food and I eat it too. Depends on the food.
Clownfish?
No.
Damn.
I mean, I like Nemo, but you know, it's not my favorite.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it then?
Oh, dragon seals.
Oh my soul.
Or leafy
yes.
sea dragon.
That is right.
The white one.
That is so right, chat. I remember having this conversation with her. It was a seahorse. It was a seahorse. I remember that.
The type of seahorse, yes. But they say it's currently it's the biggest seahorse species there.
I'm gonna be
Dragon
honest.
seahorse.
I'm gonna be honest, Chad. If I had to choose an ocean animal that I like the most, it would probably be what did they call it? Let me think now. It's a shark. Whale shark. I love a whale shark. The megalodon, the so-called rumored shark that's bigger than the great white that supposedly lives off Cape Town shores. For fun.
Living in the Mariana Trench. Did you know they discovered a place deeper than the Mariana Trench?
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Hello, me.
Hey, Savage, welcome into the stream, man. So Xenon, I hear what you're saying, but there is still No, there's still sufficient evidence of life.
No, the ones they found are dead.
Yeah, but there's still sufficient
Like there
evidence
was
of life.
one apparently in a tank they found somewhere abandoned, that was abandoned for years. A fossil or something like that. That I
Well,
saw.
my one conspiracy theory is that they're still alive. The thing is, like we can flip the conversation to, you know what? I quickly want to change the stream title because I'm definitely not ready for bed yet. I'm enjoying this too much. Let me quickly, the drip episode 3. I'm just gonna call this random chats, and then I can't spell.
Why, do you want to bring up another topic now?
No. Just change it because now we're just talking randomly. So I'm just changing it to random chats with with Ruby and chat. Random
How
chats.
about we give chats a chance to ask questions?
You know what? Actually, I would be keen for that, chat. I will draw a limit on some questions if I'm not comfortable answering. I'm just gonna say it straight. But
Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh yeah, Zenon, on your comment now, like me, I love mermaids. Like in general, since I watched it, I love mermaids. Hence,
sirens.
I have no, not a siren, a mermaid.
No.
Sirens
I
are
know.
by law.
Yeah,
But yeah,
by the mythology.
mermaids, you know, the people with half man, half fish. So I'm fascinated by them. I love them. Any movies, cartoons, whatever, even Barbie movies. I love anything that has mermaids and so on in them, a merman, whatever. Even the series, like what's it?
The Australian one.
Mermaids.
Yes. I know what you're referring to.
Is it Mako something? Mako mermaids. Mako mermaids.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time.
It has.
So yeah,
it
no,
has.
that's like I know, like a part of me knows they don't exist, but a part of me still hopes because of, you know, you never know, because anything can be possible at this point
No, it's true.
with science today. So, but still, I mean, if they were real, I'd love to be one. You know.
No, I can hear
yeah.
that. I agree with that. It would be interesting. I think honestly, if there was any cryptids or any mythological creature that I would love to meet, is probably like basilisks and those big ones.
Oh, those big snaky snakes.
Yeah, the big snaky snakes and the dragons and the drakes and that sort of thing. Just want to quickly check if I missed anything in chat. But yeah. Okay, I see we got our first question here. So Zenon, let's see. What is that saying in the Bible about there being more things existing in heaven and earth? It's not a saying. There are books that do reference to it, though. I would not recommend anybody to go read the books, though, if you are not grounded. The Apocrypha, you guys can go read that, but I would not recommend it if you're not grounded in your faith.
It is mentioned in the Bible of behemoth and
So that's
as
in
in
Genesis.
monster, for example.
So we have Genesis referencing those guys.
In other words, it could have been a dinosaur for all we know.
It could have been a dinosaur for all we know, but we've also got
There were no specifics.
yeah, there's no specifics, but we do have these angelic beings and such being mentioned in Genesis, Daniel,
Yeah.
and definitely Revelations. Revelations is probably the biggest one that we do have of it.
Yeah.
And probably, in my opinion, the scariest one we have of it. I'm actually going to put chat onto the bigger screen so I can read it a bit easier. Especially when it comes to like the dragons and such. That is very much a Revelations thing. Yeah, and honestly, I can go deeper. I just don't know how everybody in chat feels about it. So out of respect for everybody, I will not dive into the spiritual and into the other things that can exist and potentially do exist, because I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. I have made people feel uncomfortable in the past, hence why I am saying what I'm saying. It's just not unfortunately, it's just a thing of like, I respect that some people do not want to listen about it, or that's the wrong way of saying it. There's just some things that people don't feel
It's
comfortable
more
with.
into the thing of, no, it's why they say people fear the unknown.
It's true, people fear the unknown, but like, I'm gonna quickly
Like me personally, I don't.
Oh,
I
no, I
want to
don't.
know the unknown.
Oh no, I don't. I know things that I probably shouldn't know, to be quite honest with you, when it comes to the spiritual stuff, just because of unfortunately the things I went to go look at, and then it's like, hey, highball, you can't be looking at this, and and then you're like, ooh, like,
It's nice to discuss these type of things, whether it's religious or even political, anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Any type of discussion. It's nice to discuss with someone if they are also, even just a little bit open-minded. Even
No, exactly.
don't just have an open mind. Listen, like the world does not revolve around you, and your opinion that isn't the only one that matters.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So being able to talk about things, it's actually fun. That's what we are doing now.
No, 100%. I fully agree with that. And like I said, that's what Monday nights are becoming on this channel. And as we expand to other streaming platforms as well, it's like this place needs to be a safe place. And and like I said, the Discord is open. If people want to join and talk, come and talk. We are here to, hear each other out and talk about it, because I think it's something that is lacking on Twitch. I'm going to be honest with you, it's something that's lacking, and in the ZA community as well. Like, everybody comes in for the gaming stuff, I understand that, but I was like, no, I am here for the other things as well. I am here to also talk and bring opinions, and hopefully if somebody like when Colleen said what you would say, like, she appreciates the space, and Jed came in afterwards as well. I was like, hell yeah. Oh, here's another one. Gordon, you've opened the space for chatters to speak freely, so you should equally feel comfortable to speak freely with chat. No, 100%. There's just some topics where I'm like, you know what? Okay, so chat, like, I'm gonna just give you like the surface level of my talk when it comes to these things. So, Cheese has like, come on, Coin, you got this. I feel like I've just gotten a pat on the back, and I can hear Cheese like kind of walk out the room and just mutter, "Ya bum." So I'll give you guys surface level, but I won't go too deep because we can sit here for 5 hours easily. So,
Ooh,
hello, what was that?
sorry.
Ain't
Almost my chair. You know that thing where you can hook your chair in without it going backwards? Like lying on your chair, leaning back.
Oh yeah.
As I was just fixing my shirt, and as I had to do it, I have to lift my lower back and my upper back. I had to push against the upper part of my chair, and the thing unhooked, and I almost like, that feeling when almost falling backwards
the
on your
sensation
chair.
of falling. Yeah, I got you.
That's why.
Well done. So surface. No, you good. So surface level, though, chat. Here we go. Surface level. It's a thing of. Sorry if I catch here and there. I have 3 audio inputs at the moment. Why do you have 3 audio inputs at the moment, dude? What the hell? I like. So it's a thing of. And it's actually something that somebody discussed with me the other day, and I was like, I actually agree with what he says. And it goes back to the Tower of Babel in the Bible, okay? So, the reason for the Tower of Babel being built, just for anyone who doesn't know, was that they wanted to reach the heavens. And they wanted to basically go and meet God in heaven, essentially. They're like, no, we're gonna go to him. Basically, right? God said no. Thus, where the different languages then came and split. And everybody went to the different reaches of the world where all the different languages happen today. English, Afrikaans, Dutch, Xhosa, Zulu, Japanese, Chinese, Mandarin, Norwegian, Finnish, whatever you can think of. That's where the origins of these languages is the Tower of Babel, because they could not communicate further to then speak. Okay, now this is where I don't want to say the conspiracy, but the ideology kind of comes in. But again, it is not something that is, like I say, not everybody's comfortable with this topic, but I'll give you the surface level. In Genesis, we speak about the angels coming down and having relations with humans, which then brought in what we call Nephilim, which can then be further than like demi angels, whatever you want to call them. Now, this is a conspiracy theory. Do I believe it? Not necessarily, but there's still traction to me understanding certain things. Now, with that being said, there's a possibility that all of the mythology that is in the world today is true, based on the fact that from that time, these individuals were born. Okay? And because they are angelic in nature, they can go out. Now, the rumor is that when the Tower of Babel separated everybody, thus these people were separated too, these entities. That's why Japan has their own, Greece, Egypt, America, South Africa, each have their own sort of mythology, all striving back from what you would call it, the Tower of Babel. Here's my thing though, and this is where I come in and I say, hold on, a demon is a demon. Okay? This is where my belief kind of stands at the moment. We will never, ever, 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 ever be able to understand what's a spiritual entity looks like. If we had to see an angel for what they truly are, we would be so freaked out we would not be able to look. Not only that, we would also have the possibility of being in such glory that we actually cannot look. We will be blinded. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Seraphim and the Watchers and that sort of thing, where it's just eyes and wings and no actual body. Now, I believe the same to be with demons. We won't necessarily understand what they look like because they're just going to be so evil. And from the times that I have seen what I've seen, I can describe it, but that I think is because it was shown in such a way that I understand it. Now, coming to that point, there's a possibility that all these mythologies came from the demonic revealing themselves in such a way that humans can understand, that they can then draw. And then mythology was born, right? That's why vampires were born. That's why werewolves were born, because everybody sees these things manifest in a certain way in their eyes, and then they continue like that. And then the thing is, it was there. What is it called when certain people can see it or feel it? That is a gift from the Lord. And for
It's like a psychic, not psychic, I don't know what you call them.
I call it discernment.
Yeah, it's almost like a psychic. It's like people could see the dead, basically.
Yeah, in a sense, they call them mediums, but
They could see the abnormal.
yeah, the thing is though that
Mediums.
yeah, but the thing is with that, so I've got my own thing on that as well. With that, for me, it's a thing of like, as a Christian, I believe God will let you see what He wants you to see. He will let you go through certain things He wants you to see so that you can gain a better understanding. Thus, I've gone through my own set of
Another
things.
name, clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance, yeah. That for me can also become a bit hit and miss because people do misrepresent it at certain points as well. And the thing is,
That's why the Antichrist is mentioned.
no, exactly. So yeah, with that being said, on the spiritual thing, it's a thing of like, I believe they've been manifesting themselves in such a way into the physical that people can understand and, you know, see. Hence why there's so many reports of skinwalkers in the Appalachian Mountains. Why there's reports of weird looking things in London, like vampires and werewolves, because that is the history that's there. Japan's might say they see yokai or something like that. The thing is, at the end of the day, for me, what comes to the crux to for me is to say that we can, all these things could be potentially real, all these things could not be potentially be real. My thing comes in and says, cool. Again, I go back to the creed, because as soon as you start reciting, those things fear because they realize what's going on. Yeah, you pisang coin. Jay. Well, I always say where there is smoke, there is fire. Exactly. And the thing is, at the end of the day as well, with these things, like it's a very interesting topic because it can become what I would classify as satanic very quickly. People will then, like, you know, go into experiences or like say, you know, I like talking to them or that
But
sort of
demons
thing.
also, what do you call it? As they say, demons, like the devil, they disguise themselves and they play with the mind.
So I'm just replying to
So-
the work thing.
That's fine.
There we go. Sorry.
Just so they also disguise themselves and make believe. That's
Yeah.
why.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, when it comes to these things as well, and being like, we need to just be mindful of also what we fill our minds with. I would say at the end of the day, we don't want to necessarily have this be front and center of our minds the whole time. We always want to be careful of what we
Yeah.
fill our minds with.
Yeah.
You know?
Be open to learn.
No, be open
Don't-
to learn. Yeah, sure.
Go for it. Learn about it.
I think.
Like just fascinated about it. Whatever. Just get into it. But like don't stay there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, I get
Keep
what
your
you're
mind
saying.
open.
No, I get what you're saying, and I think it's a really good thing to say, because at the end of the day, we just because we can always go and focus on these things, and for me, it's such a dangerous topic to also go be focusing on, because it's a thing of like you can go into rabbit holes, you can go into
Yeah, like Zenon said.
be open but not fall into exactly rabbit holes. You've got the worry of people looking at you like you're crazy, which is something that you shouldn't be worrying about actually, but like you've got all of
Yeah.
these things. And at the end of the day, when it comes to this topic, it's always good to also be surrounded by people who are willing to help you along the way. It's like, I know I could talk to Ruby about it, I could talk to some of my friends about it. My one friend will literally have coffee and talk about this openly, and like, hey, this, that. And the thing is, there is some grounding to it. There is grounding to this. It's a site that you can basically do that. But it can also open conspiracy theories as well, like the one being
So quickly.
quantum computers are actually powered by angels, but that's also that's a very, very big conspiracy theory. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go down into the chip level, there is people who say that there's a possibility that quantum computers could be powered by angelic energy.
What's quantum computers?
Quantum computing is basically like the next level of computing, if I have to just put it in layman's terms. It's a very, 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 very far out conspiracy theory. When the person who told me that, I was like,
Powered by angels.
no, angelic energy. Like angelic
sorry.
energy.
I
It's
want to laugh, but I don't want to be rude.
No, I hear you. When I first heard it, I was like,
First thing that came to my mind is yes, I want to laugh, but the question is why?
because somebody went down to microscopic level and they found out the way the chips are designed references to some angelic kind of language. It was I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I'm older now and I have a thick skin in that regard.
Jesus, okay.
do what you will of me.
Sorry, guys.
I don't really care. So if people want to talk about it, then I'm open. Just don't catch me from flat earth things. Yeah, I hear you. Come again, Super Duper. I can't see them, but I am dumb. I'm going to laugh since that sounds like a theory from someone who needed to validate something without feasibility. Call me rude, but I say it as it is. Jeez, I have to agree with you.
Cheers. Yeah.
I have to agree with you because the thing is, like,
You said what I was thinking.
I dug into the theory because obviously I wanted to see what this guy was on about.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
The scary part was when I started digging, I was like, it does make sense. And then I looked at the papers. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You're just
You
dumb. You're smart. You're dumb. And then I was like, no, this is just somebody trying to do something. This is just somebody trying to be funny. And I was like, come on. You could do better than that. But yeah, no. So honestly, it's a thing that people think about. It is so weird. But yeah, that's a conspiracy theory, honestly. It is just such a weird conspiracy theory. It doesn't make sense to me at freaking all that it works like that.
Exactly.
But now, I do want to quickly ask chat. Now I want to know that this person find these papers in the bottle they find. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious cheese. That's proper hilarious cheese. Okay, so Chad, I'm gonna quickly pose the question here. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask before we start looking into wrapping up for the evening? Is there anybody who wants to ask any questions? Then you can ask them about me, Ruby. If she feels comfortable answering them, I'm sure she'll be okay with it. So ask away, chat. But
Or you can ask each of us an individual question.
Sure.
If you want a certain person. It doesn't matter. Go for it.
Go for it.
I don't know. Like, if she's asking me something, I don't know if why she would want to, because she basically knows everything about me.
Oh my goodness. I hope
Quantum
Kiki's
computers
doing...
are formed on angelic powers. I want to know now. Yeah, me too. Like, why?
Wait,
Oh,
but
it is so
conspiracy is so much
nice.
fun sometimes. You get to debunk them or get completely freaked out by them. Asking the right questions.
Conspiracy theories are fine, but as long as it doesn't hurt people, or
Yeah.
as long as it's still the truth. It can be a theory, but as long as the person who's creating the conspiracy theory says it's, just keep in mind this might not be true.
Yeah.
It's just a theory. Because some people do not think that far and realize, listen, this might not be true. They just immediately think, okay, you said it, so it's true.
Yeah. No, I agree. And
Chicken first or egg?
Oh yeah, I was
It's chicken. Biblically, the chicken was first.
Biblically, chicken is first. Next, yes, you say quantum computers are formed naturally. I want to know now somebody that I used to know. It's somebody I used to know. But yeah, Zena, we've just answered your question. Biblically,
Somebody that I used to know.
Biblically, it is. Oh, hey, Ruby, look at my. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra.
Oh, you know, here comes Harry Potter. Oh, yeah.
Wait, we need to get the big torch. No. Then we get the big torch, and it's like the big one is like.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, little bro. Yes.
Yes,
you
clip
with
it. There you go.
I'm
guys,
still waiting
well done.
for. I didn't see any clips of where by Rage when Cheese was, hugging me a certain way.
Oh yeah, I still
If
need
you ever went to find it, there was no clip. I tried to see.
I need to actually go find it. It's like 11 hours worth of footage I need to shift through.
Yeah, I want to go see how Cheese was touching my butt.
Wait, what? I can't believe you just killed Chad. How dare... Actually, how bright is this thing now that it's actually getting pitch dark? Hello. Oh damn, that's bright, Chad. That's bright. That's nice.
Content is content indeed.
That's nice.
That's nice.
But yeah, anyway, okay. So Chad, I'm in the shadows, but content is content. Expect to see it on TikTok. Me and TikTok are not friends. It's Instagram and Twitter for this boy.
Send it to Jay, he'll post it.
Damn. Okay, Chad, I'm still going to pose. Anybody got any questions, anything you guys want to ask before we wrap it up for the evening?
Literally anything. Go for it.
I want to quickly check this clip.
We already started with the chicken.
It includes the singing, Oh My Soul.
What? Are you kidding? What, me singing?
No, me singing.
Oh, thank goodness. Wasn't when I was singing. Okay, no, that's fine.
Oh My Soul, Jay, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good clip, Jay. Good clip. Good timing. I know there was another one earlier somewhere. I almost could check it later. But yeah, I know. So yeah, guys, it's open to you if you guys want to ask a question. If not, we'll slowly start closing down for the evening. But cheers for now. I have to try focus on some other things. You guys be good. Take care of each other, please. Wonderful chats had. Keep up the good work, everyone. Zenon, good seeing you, brother. Be safe. Have a good one. And Zenon, dude, pop a message in DC if you're ever feeling down. I mean, I'll see what I can do to bring the smile up, bring the frown upside down, you know. But listen, dude, like at the end of the day, we might not know each other personally or anything like that. But the thing is, like, I'm always willing to give an outside perspective for sure. If I can, I will. Just don't like. If I'm not available, I'm not available. Though I'm gonna be straight. These guys know if I'm sleeping, you have to like message me 6 or 7 times before I'm like, slap the phone, be like, "Ah." I did that the one time. Who was it? My best friend calls me like 10, 11 o'clock at night. He's like, hey, is this a good time? I'll be like, hello? Hey, is this a good time? Who's
Speaking
talking?
of like that, like, you know, when it comes to like 1 or 2 in the morning, you're getting a phone call, and then people are asking, "Are you sleeping?" Bruh, no,
No, I was having a cup
I'm
of
shooting
tea while
elephants.
No, I was having a cup of tea while watching Bridgerton.
Yeah, I was having a cup of tea with the country bun.
A cup of tea with a crumpet. The dog lying on the chair.
It was jolly good, lad.
Jolly good show, jolly good show. You know what I watched the other day, which was good? Pirates Band of Misfits. That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that movie.
Oh, I haven't watched that in a while.
Near Dawned, I understand that fully. I work night shifts
Night,
sometimes.
Zenon.
I hate when they try phone me when I get to bed. I feel you. But Zenon, night. You must sleep well. Chat, let's actually just address the elephant in the room quickly, because now speaking about shooting elephants, I'm not here on Friday. I'm at Monte Casino. So I need to make a plan to stream for you guys again this week, because we are sticking to the 2 streams minimum a week. Whether I like it or not, we're going to do our damnedest, and if we can't, there's a reason we can't, if that makes sense. Monday nights will stay for sure, but yeah, let's see. We might then stream maybe Wednesday
at
or
Monty?
Thursday. It's what's this ballet nutcracker thing or something. What?
You're saying it like I'm supposed. You see, that's the one Afrikaans word I dislike.
What?
Mos. You're saying it as if I was supposed to know.
Oh no, but I'm not saying it like you're
Yes,
supposed to know.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's what it would actually mean.
Oh,
You
I
know
see what you're
most.
saying.
You are most supposed to know.
Look, the whole family is going, so I'm just more going with, you know. It,
I know.
honestly,
I'm
it's
pulling my
like
leg.
no, I know you're pulling my leg. I'm just like, yeah, and I have to work the hours in, which is annoying as well. But it's okay.
Can imagine.
It is okay. But yeah, we're gonna be watching that. We're gonna go be watching that. Kan nie eens praat
I would
nie.
have loved to go watching some lights, but tears no.
Some lights.
Just just some, Christmas lights and so on, somewhere, like by Empress Palace or whatsoever.
No, I mean I hear you. No, I mean I hear
We were
you.
supposed to last night, but so after the day me and my mom had at the mall and everything, we were poep. We were tired. I was dead. My back was dying.
No, I feel you. But yeah, so chat, we're gonna probably see what we're gonna stream then this week. We'll probably find another night this week that we will stream. I'll post it on social media. I think we're gonna wind down now for the evening, and we are going to just blom. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna sadly take off my kimono. I actually love this. I actually feel so comfortable in this. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'd wear it at home just for wearing
chat,
it.
This is for you. Thank you very much. Thanks to you guys.
Since you're winding down, thank you, Ruby and Coin, for the very interesting stream. You're welcome, Cheese. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. And yeah, guys, thank you to everyone who is in chat, been a part of chat. Dread, Jay, Indecisive Bear, Xenon, Cheesy, so many people. I just want to say thank you so much for making this possible. Without you guys, this is not possible. Quilleen, of course, as well. Thank you almost for also streaming Ruby and Coin. Oh, of course. I think Ruby must come back next week and do another episode with us. This was awesome. And chat, remember, it is open to all of you here. If you guys want to join the debates, thank you for the awesome stream. No, thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you, Dread, Quilleen, Cheesy, Decisive Bear, Xenon, Ruby, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, as well.
And
next time I'll have my cam on, okay?
And to the peeps on the green team we are streaming to as well, thank you so much. For those who are watching, just consider dropping a follow on the we're on Kick as well at the moment.
Oh, hello, kick chatters.
Yeah, there's no one there. Don't worry.
Guten Tag. Nonsense.
So
How's it with you?
yeah, so actually we're gonna be moving eventually over to Kick, Rumble, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram all at the same time once we get it all working. So we're just doing pilot testing at the moment. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. I think for tonight we're just gonna let it be and relax. So we won't be raiding anyone tonight. We'll look at doing it more rather on the game streams. So yeah, guys, enjoy some lo-fi as we head out for the evening. And be safe. Ciao, everyone. Ciao, Ruby.
Much love. Bye.